body, she too bad, I fuck her at this party in love with it, I bring her over, give her Molly, break her back, I give her a blast, she at the party, freely fucking with these thotties.
Oi, oi, Savoy! Hey! We are back
again.
A few months later. The only reason this is being done right is because Chris Richter put a oh shit, I said his full name. A Silent Spartan put a comment saying, guys, I haven't watched one in forever, but this is the first one that I've actually enjoyed in ages, and I consider that high praise. I couldn't care what the rest of the world says. He said it was good, therefore it's good. So we are back once again. Good old MollyBoy. But
how long has it been since the last one?
Oh, I tune. Oi, oi. Thank you. Hi, Kill. How's it going, lad? Yeah, the last one was, I think, like 2 or 3 months ago. Can't remember. I think I just checked.
It's gone quick, man.
It wasn't like mad long ago, to be fair. I'm surprised. I was really surprised that one went so good because I was absolutely fucking sweating. I had the fan on in the background, man. I was roasting to death.
You know what? Me too. This room is the hottest room in the flat. And you just boil. I'm hot now, to be fair.
Yeah. I mean, as I said, it was 17th of July. That's it. So August. Bloody hell. Only 2 months. Man. By the way, yeah. By the way, to the 3 people watching, the connection is a bit bad, so it's probably lagging for all of you. There's nothing I can do. Sky's just a bag of arse at the moment. So, yeah, sad days. But anyway, I was going to say, since the 17th of July, a few months later, you released an album. So I've listened to a bit of it on Amazon Music, and I was absolutely chuffed that I'm actually on Amazon Music. I'm not trying to be an egotist and make it about me, but I was like, I'm on Amazon Music. Yes, the intro. When I'm like, oh, you know, when I was asking about, do you take shit from real life into your songs? And I've listened to some of the album, and while it's not subjectively my sort of music, it's good for a first album. There's a lot of easy to listen to tunes, and there's all sorts of different types of tunes. Oh, no lag at the moment, so we're good. Good shit, man. But yeah, I think for a first album, objectively it's good, but subjectively it's not really for me. But what do you think? How do you think it's gone?
To be fair, when I was doing it, I thought it was sick. Now I've released it and I've listened to it so many times, I'm thinking I could have done better, but yeah, it is what it is.
What do you think you could have done better specifically?
Just more songs, better beats. I don't know. I just, like, when I first make a song, I love it and I'll play it too many times and then it just does made in after a bit. I think that's what it is. I'll just listen to it too much.
I guess that can be the weakness with really easy listens that are like quite a few 2-minute songs. Because that's what I felt like. Because I was like driving on the way to the gym listening to it. And I was like, man, I can get through quite a few songs on the way. And it's like, so while there are some albums, you know, like Ducky, that has a load, Green Day's best album, in my opinion, that has a load of quick 2-minute songs. It can, unless you have a load of those 2-minute songs, I guess it can get really boring and just be a total piss take.
I just didn't want to. I didn't want to do like 4-minute songs, 5-minute songs, because when you listen to songs that are that long, sometimes you get bored. You just skip.
Yeah.
But I feel like the best songs have to be short.
It depends what you're doing and what's in them, really. Usually, the really long songs have like a big instrumental at the start, then a first verse, then a bit of a more of an instrumental, then the chorus, then second verse, then then like a big solo. And then, you know, the outro, and that's it. So, but I guess you make a decent point with rap songs. It is a bit difficult, but I don't know. I feel like if you had people featuring, George has just put wee it. But nah, I'm messing. How's it going, George? Thanks for tuning in. But yeah. So the thing is, if you got people featuring on there, I feel like that you can make some longer stuff.
Well, you mentioned features. I was supposed to have 4 people feature on the album, 3 men and a woman, and then none of them got back to me. One person got back to me, and I'm not gonna say their name, but the feature was just ridiculous. It was crap. So I thought, I'm not releasing the song. The girl never got back to me.
Is it someone well known, the person who's in the rubbish feature?
Nah, it's just some geese from America.
Okay.
To be fair, all my features that I was getting, I didn't know any of them.
All right.
So, and I was kind of gutted when the girl didn't get back to me because it was kind of one of the like my old stuff where it's more like R&B, like singing.
Mm-hmm.
It was like one of them songs, so it would have been hard, her voice and my voice, but yeah, she didn't get back to me. Plus, and it was she probably would have done it in Italian.
Oh, okay. I mean, at the end of the day, Susan Boyle's very busy, isn't she? So, it would have been good if she would have came on for the collab. But
busy
there
woman.
you go.
I did message her. She got back to me, but unfortunately, she was busy.
She was mad excited to be in a bit too excited to be in your music, really.
She was.
But
to be fair, I had to back off a little bit. She was getting a bit crazy.
Yeah, she was going to go. Well, she was going to do what she did to Piers Morgan, but we'll leave that there. But pizza pasta talk. What the hell's this all about, George? I've made a lot of beats in my time, mostly for my brother. Fair play, lad. Fair play. What sort of beats? What sort of songs? But so you think overall the album came out like good, but after listening to it loads. But the thing is, I was going to say that can happen with any album. To be fair, like Callum Scorner's babbling on about our Morning Glory, it was amazing for ages, but then it just got overplayed, and then people just got fed up of it.
The problem for me as well is I heard the album like 3 months before it even dropped because I was making the song, so I was playing it all the time. So by the time the album dropped, I was bored of it. But it actually did better than I expected, to be fair.
What did everyone else say about it, though?
People loved it, which I was surprised at because, like, for the past like a month or two, for some reason, I don't know what's going on. It feels like I've just been shadow banned on everything. My Instagram, my audience on Instagram has dropped. I get less likes. TikTok, no views. I've got fucking 20k followers on TikTok. Why have I got no views? You know what I mean?
Why do you think you might have been shadow banned?
I don't know, but it's on everything. Facebook, I'm not getting as many. It's not reaching as many people. YouTube, the views have dropped. But I dropped the album. I didn't even post it on YouTube. And then I checked the numbers today. And what happened was I was on like 700 monthly listeners and it dropped to 500. But now I'm back to nearly 700. So yeah, it did better than I thought.
With the shadow ban speculation, what do you think you might have done though? Do you think they're pissed that they're swearing in there, or like that you're, saying I'm going to shoot all these people, whatever? If they come at me, I'm going to fuck them up and all that jazz?
I don't know, because I could understand if it was on TikTok, but it's on everything. I just feel like it's got to a point where everyone's heard my music now, so they just know what it's like. So they're not bothered about listening anymore. Mm-hmm.
Actually,
because when I first started, it went mad.
Yeah. I was going to mention, I was saying about like, you in the songs, a lot of these, when it's rap, a lot of rappers are doing all the, I'll kill this person, shoot them up, kick their ass, blah, 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 What do you think about that sort of thing? Like, obviously, in real life, you're not going around, shooting people and getting all your shooters and all that jazz. So, do you do it because it sounds badass, or is there another reason? Or
you got to think, is anyone going to listen if I'm saying like, oh, I woke up and I made some breakfast and I sat and played my PlayStation. No one gives a shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just do it because it sells, innit? So
yeah, that's fair. I just wondered because obviously, like back in the day, Easy and his mates had a go at Dr. Dre and Snoop for not being real gangsters and being like, oh, you never killed anyone, you never did this, you never did that. But isn't that a good thing that they didn't kill anyone? Isn't that?
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people like they complain when somebody raps about something they haven't done, but at the end of the day, your favorite like artist says stuff that they haven't done. Everyone lies in the music industry. It's just to sell.
Exactly.
But
Liam Gallagher never went to Colombia. It was never there. We were here. We are. All this confusion in Colombia that never happened. It was a load of bollocks. So yeah. But or maybe they did go to Colombia and get shit faced. I don't know. Did she sit on Mr. Morgan's face? She gave him a lap dance.
Did she shit on his face?
Drill, grime, hip hop. That's good. James's fish. Yeah, there you go. Boom. But yeah, to be fair though, because obviously if you were doing that shit in real life, you get locked up. So I don't see why people get pissed off like, oh, this isn't real. This isn't real. And as you said, if someone's making a song about going to the moon or yellow submarines or whatever, they're not actually going in a yellow submarine or
exactly,
all this jazz.
And at the end of the day,
flying to the moon.
Why are people mad? It's if somebody makes good music, if they make good music, just let them carry on.
Yeah, if it vibes, it vibes. Like Eminem's song "Kill You." Eminem hasn't actually killed anyone, and him going on about all this shit. It's just because it sounds good. Yeah, I mean, he'd be locked up. he just kills her and then runs to the station, runs to the music place, and tries to make it really quick. But yeah, I mean, people shouldn't be pissed, as you said. As long as it sounds good, it sounds good. Who gives a shit at the end of the day?
That's it.
So how long till the next album then?
I don't know, because I always hold on. Lolly and Same Page are good, mate. Just not a fan of the American accent, though. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Oh, here we go.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, whenever I drop an album, straight away I'm on to the next one. So obviously I don't have another album cover or anything, but I'm already making songs for the next project. It's hard though, because I feel like when I drop an album, I feel like my standards are still really high.
Oh shit, it's paused.
So then I think you froze. Yeah, anyway. And it's just me. There we go.
Sorry, it lagged. Deck, it lagged. What were you saying?
Right. I was saying, my standards are always high after I've done an album. So it's hard because I'm making songs and I'm thinking this ain't as good as what the album is, so I can't drop it.
Yeah.
But it'll go. I'll end up making tunes again.
Are you going to try and bust one out every year then?
Well, an album. I'll probably try and do like 2 a year. I love making them. I prefer to drop albums than I do singles.
Damn. I mean, the thing is with singles though, you could get like one massive hit. That's the thing.
I suppose. But then like album shows consistency, doesn't it?
True. But albums are a lot of leg work.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I mean, you got to do what you want to do. Personally, I don't know. Like the thing is, there's a lot of artists that they make like 2 albums, and then I'm not saying everyone forgets about them, but like like Oasis, it was definitely maybe a Morning Glory. Then it sort of went on the decline. Prince, he made 1999 Purple Rain. I know he did one before 1999. I'm fairly sure, but my point is like there's usually 2 big albums back to back, and then they're nowhere near as successful as they used to be. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes.
That comment as well about the American accent. I was going to say, I'm not anything, but like people have said before about the American accent, which I get because I'm not from America, but like a lot of singers don't sound British when they sing.
Yeah.
So, and I just like doing the accent anyway. Plus, I feel like I sound better when I'm doing the American accent because, trust me, you don't want to hear me do a British accent when I'm singing.
Yeah.
It's not the one.
I mean, I know this is a really random example, but like you hear some of Dua Lipa's on the don't forget Stand By Me album. James! What do you mean don't you mean Don't Go Away? That's what Stand By Me was on. But yeah, hold on. Why did you put that comment again, George? I just got it up, James. Didn't you go to Epstein Island with Prince Andrew? No, I did not do that, George. That is disgusting to say things like that. You've got demented, weird fantasies you have, mate. Disturbing. I love, like, the thing is, one comment, it doesn't get looked at. Just put the same comment again. Genius. But, yeah, so, Be Here Now album. Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah. Did I say Stand By Me? No, did I say Don't Go Away? No, yeah, it's Be Here Now, yeah. So, I don't know. Anyway, point being, when I've heard some of Dua Lipa's songs, Poo Stain, when I've heard some of Dua Lipa's songs and I found out that she's English, I'm like, what? She's English,
do you know what?
damn.
She's exactly who I was thinking of when I said American accent.
Yeah.
She doesn't sound British when she sings.
Mm-hmm. And when I first heard Oasis songs, I thought, what, they're English? Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like Liam Gallagher, I thought his voice sounded a bit American. It worked though. Yeah, I was going to look at it anyway, George. But yeah, what the hell was I going to say?
I want to say as well, anyone that's watching, if you do go on YouTube to listen to the music, that the new album's not on there. I haven't posted on YouTube. I think just because the numbers won't be as good as if I was to just keep it on music platforms. So if you want to listen to the new album, just go on like Spotify or Apple Music or whatever. I didn't even realize that you could listen to it on Amazon. Actually, is that where you listen to it?
Amazon Music, yes.
I didn't realize.
So,
But yeah.
So one thing I wanted to talk about, because I think we did brush on it a little bit last time, I can't remember, but I want to talk a bit about cancel culture, how daft that is. I've never properly talked about it on the channel, and I feel like most people, like I feel like if I talked about it with George would go a bit too far. No offense, George. And I feel like if I properly went into detail with other people, they probably wouldn't want to do a leap of zipping that British tea and scones. They wouldn't really want to go into like mad detail. Boo, hey, kill, boo. But so like they might think, oh, if I say something about cancel culture, I'll get cancelled. I'm not saying like Aaron, Liam, and Ben are like that, but I'm just saying they probably wouldn't want to dip their feet into that shit. So I want to talk a bit about it now. I think it's just such daftness how people get so upset over the littlest things. It's just so bizarre. It's like the thing is, right. I want to go. Do you know what happened to the True Geordie with his quote unquote cancelling? Basically, his DMs got leaked, and everyone was going after him. Basically, it wasn't a threat. He wasn't having to go at someone or doing anything evil. All he said was, "Well, I'm not going to say it because I don't want to be mean to the guy." My rant on cancel culture. When did you say that, George? Anyway, he was basically going on about BDSM stuff. He was basically like, he basically was saying stuff like, you can put on me to this woman. And it's a bit, like different strokes for different folks, I suppose. It is a bit out of the ordinary. But anyway, he lost sponsors. Everyone was having a go at him. Everyone was trying to tear him down. And I just think this is a private conversation. Like, come on. Like, get off the guy's back, man.
You know what? I feel like you can only get cancelled if you care.
So you think if True Geordie and all these people didn't care, they'd be able to sort of get around it?
Well, like, I've seen things like, I've seen videos on TikTok, right? And there's some of them are clearly racist, but they're jokes. And I know obviously it shouldn't still be racist, even if it is a joke. But some people still do it, and they're like, you can't get cancelled if you don't give a shit. And like, for example, somebody put this racist joke out. Everyone was trying to cancel him, but he just carried on being the same, and he never got cancelled.
A bit like a Rucker Ali type person.
I don't know who that is.
Not that. Oh, he does a load of parodies, which are. He does go a bit far on. To be fair, I think YouTube might have deleted his stuff. To be fair, but yeah, I guess if you don't care, you can get on with stuff. But Geordie lost a load of his sponsors and everything.
Yeah, that's a bit stupid. To be fair, over a private conversation.
Yeah, if he did it publicly, then I'd sort of understand. They might be like, "Oh, we don't want to be associated with someone who's doing that sort of thing." But the thing is, it was private. George,
if somebody ever tried to cancel me, I couldn't give a shit, man. You
just sort of get on with shit.
Yeah, I'd just be like, okay.
Yeah.
And what?
I mean, the thing is, oh no, Hakel, it wasn't Raka. It was Rucker.
I thought you was on about Raka at first.
No, he hasn't done anything like that. No, he hasn't done anything to get himself cancelled. There's some other people who got cancelled over nothing. I mean, Gina Carano, she said something a bit daft on Twitter. But the thing is, Pedro Pascal said something similar, but obviously he's on a different end of the political spectrum. They're totally fine with it. What both of them said was absolutely stupid. But the fact that she lost a job and got cancelled and people trying to ruin shit for her, it's like, grow up, like bloody hell. Like, what is all of yours problem? If someone says something stupid, either A, educate them, or B, like, forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people out there who are making threats, bloody threats to people.
There's people that are getting cancelled.
It's fine. You know.
I know there's people that are getting cancelled for shit that they did like 10 years ago.
Ridiculous. Unless it's non-surreal murder.
Yeah, unless it's completely like
EDP,
really
James Charles, yes, they deserve to be, locked up. Not cancelled.
Yeah, I've seen the EDP thing.
They need to be locked up. But yeah. Anyway, as I was saying though, it just baffles me that people care. So the thing is, right, I swear, like a Villa supporter told me that Jack Grealish's wife has got hundreds of threats on Twitter. Why aren't people having a go at people, threatening people? Deck, imagine if someone walked up to you and said, fuck you, you'd say, fuck you back and walk off, you know. Unless that started taking it further, then you wouldn't walk off. You'd try and like be like, all right, come on then, bum, 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 you know. But obviously, don't, you know, everyone try and avoid a fight. But if you have no choice, you've got to stand up for yourself. You've got to fight. Just don't hit people while they're down unless you've got no choice. But anyway, what I mean by no choice, say if they keep getting up or they pull a knife on you or something, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
If somebody pulled a knife on me, I would not be trying to fight. I'd just run. There's no point.
You run.
Being
No. But say if you've like fought them and they're down, or like say if you're in a corner or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like my point is just don't hit people while they're down. Obviously, if someone pulls a knife, run off.
Well, it depends, because somebody really started on me, I would beat fuck out of them until they were down, and even on the floor, I'd make sure they're not getting up.
Oh, what, kill them? Or
it depends on the situation. No, I wouldn't kill them, but if it was like if they get back up, I'm in trouble. Then they're not getting up.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I do get what you mean. If someone keeps getting up and keeps trying to attack you, just hit them a bit. But like, there's a fine line, you know. But anyway. My point is threats are a lot worse than words. That's my fucking point. And people not being bothered by threats. Oh, and it's daft. These people who cancel people over words, they see an evil murderer who's murdered people in cold blood, and they're like, oh, anyone can change. Anyone can change. Yeah. But then someone says something stupid. They're the worst person ever. And no, they will never be redeemed. It's like, bro,
I saw this thing. I saw like this news article on Facebook, and it was about this boy. I think he did like 100 and something in the 30 or whatever, and he hit somebody and killed him. And people were saying, the girls were saying he was too cute to go.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I absolutely know what you're talking about. George was raging about in our group chat. George was absolutely bang on. The thing is, I get that he didn't mean to do what he did, but like, you're a fucking idiot for driving that fast. You know that you'd be hurting someone. So I still think
it wasn't his first time doing that.
Oh, so he had been speeding that's even worse. It's still horrible to do it anyway, but the fact that you've sped loads before and you keep taking chances like this, he's just an absolute piece of shit. And the fact that they're saying, "Oh, he's good looking." What? Are you mental? How would you feel if he did that to your family? You wouldn't be saying he's good looking then. You'd be absolutely fucking livid.
Exactly.
So, they're idiots for saying that.
He kills your mum, and then you're like, "Oh, it's all right."
So
you know what I mean?
No. Yeah, I'm laughing at like those people who are just absolutely silly, not at the situation. Like they're just they're just absolute fucking idiots. Oh, he's good looking. Oh, he just shot 50 people. Oh, he's good looking. It's fine.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it. He wouldn't do it again.
He just smashed a load of windows and beat up a load of old people. It's fine. He's good looking. You know, ridiculous. George has put, I think EDP only wanted a cupcake. For goodness sake, George.
I've seen that.
Just cripple them. I mean, the thing is, no, it depends on the situation, right? With fighting and all that jazz. If someone keeps getting up, knock them out, then go. If they don't get up, end it there and try and run off or walk away.
You know what scares me? Imagine if you got in a fight and you accidentally hit somebody too hard and you killed them.
I mean, self-defense, you know.
Still go to prison though.
You still probably do. Like, well, how many years is it for manslaughter?
It's like 4, isn't it?
Yeah, so 4 years in a criminal record. It is awful, but if you didn't mean to do it, you didn't mean to do it.
It's like the Irish woman wanted to come back to the UK. Yeah,
I don't know. Are we allowed? I mean, the thing is, right, I really don't want to get political or anything, but the thing is, if she was kidnapped or someone put a gun to her head, I understand, right? You know, you have no choice. But if you choose to go with evil, disgusting people who do awful, disgusting, despicable things, I don't care what age you are. You know, when you get to 13, are you really going to go up and join a bunch of horrible, evil people?
That's it. You know from right or wrong when you're like 15 years old. So what's the point?
Yeah, if it was a little kid, I'd understand, or even 11 or 12, I'd sort of think, give him the benefit of the doubt. But 15, come
And
on.
she said that the attack at the Ariana Grande concert, that it was justified.
I mean, I don't even know what to say. I mean, how anyone can defend this sort of disgusting. I mean, like there is nothing justified. I know I sound like a buffoon saying this, and I'm stating the obvious, but walking in a place and blowing up a load of innocent people, you cannot say that is justified by any means.
No.
That is absolutely awful. There is nothing that can justify going in and doing something evil like that. So that's a stupid thing that she said. And people who choose to join evil people should not be. Well, they should just hang around with the evil people. They should not be allowed in other countries. They should just chill with the evil people. Yeah, that's what I think. Making those choices. Yeah, he was going 120 and killed a mom and child. It's horrible, isn't it? It's absolutely disgusting. People were shipping him with other. What do you mean?
Shipping? It's like when you put two people together as a couple. When you ship somebody.
Oh, so like that. What? So these.
So they were saying, "Oh, he should be with so and so or whatever."
Oh, okay. That's a bit ridiculous. That's absolutely stupid.
That guy said, "Nice guy is sick." Thank you, man.
Who's nice guy?
That's one of my songs.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad Haykill likes it. I didn't think rap was up the street. The songs I like, as I say, Lolly's an absolute banger.
Oh, actually, I've got some songs to show you. Do you still listen to rock music?
Of course.
Yeah, I've got some shit to show you then.
I can't do.
I don't know if you're going to want to play it.
It'll get copyrighted.
Okay, fair enough. I'll show you
I
after.
don't want to risk it. What are the songs called? I might have listened to them.
I don't know if you would have. They're it's like rap, but it's rock at the same time. But it's like I can't even explain it. There's a geezer called
What are the
Zilla
artists? I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
Don't listen to it, but search on YouTube Zilla Kami or City Morgue.
I thought you were going to say Morgue.
They had a music video, and it was one of their first ones to blow up. And in the video, there was a dude doing heroin. In the video.
I don't know why that's making me laugh, but it's like, what? Why did they get away with that? Like,
they did, and it got deleted so many times.
Yeah. All right, yeah. 1.5 million views, not worth it. What's this one? Shinner's 13, Frosty.
Yeah, that's
Chained.
the one. That's the one.
Mom interviews. Okay.
Yeah.
Ace Cowboy. All right, I'll try and listen to these when I get the chance. And if
one
we do
that you
another
should
one,
listen to is Bleach. That's a good one.
All right, will do. If we do another one, well, I'm hoping we do another one in 2 or 3 months. I'll tell you what I think of some of their songs. I'll try and listen to more of your album, but the problem is, right, when I'm in the car listening to shit, I can't remember the names of many songs. But I guess if I listen to it in my own time, I remember. But do you think you'll have another album in a few months then, as you really want to graft?
I don't know, actually, because my first EP was last September, and then I dropped. Actually, you know what? I just realised. Yeah, my first EP was 3rd of September 2020. My last album was 14th of September, just gone. So I would like to get one out before Christmas, but I don't know. I might have to relax a bit and just put some singles out. Somebody said, "Do you like Scar-Lord?" Yeah, Scar-Lord's sick.
What sort of stuff does he or she do?
He's mad. He's from Wolverhampton as well.
Oh, okay, cool.
He's crazy.
Fair dues. Have you been watching much of the Olympics? I know it's a weird topic, but I just wondered.
No.
Not bothered. There's a dude, a flyweight from Birmingham one, which I was really happy about. And this dude from Wolvo came second. And he was just like, you see him and they're so skilled, right? But then he lost this fight, and apparently it was really obvious, and he was really annoyed. He wouldn't accept the second medal or something. Someone was telling me, boxing, a friend of mine is a fan of boxing. So it's just a shame when people are sore losers about stuff, really. But what I was going to lead into, right, Jake Paul selling all these pay-per-views, but these Olympic boxers who are talents, no one gives a shit. They'd rather see Jake Paul clown fools. Well, not all
just
fools.
Because of his name.
Yeah.
And people are low-key hoping that when they buy it and watch it, that Jake Paul's going to get knocked out.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, right, though, the thing is, I don't get why. I can see why people bought the Woodley one. When you watched MMA when McGregor was about, did you see any Woodley clips?
No.
Or was you not that? Okay. Well, at the time when you were watching it, he was doing some sick stuff. He was finishing people via leg kicks, finished this guy called Carlos Condit via leg kick, KO'd this guy called Robbie Lawler, who was on a ruthless tear, having brutal fights with loads of people. He also beat
I
this
feel
dude.
like it was just such a fix. Like,
What, him versus Woodley?
Yeah, I feel like it was just.
No, I think Jake
You think
beat
Woodley?
him.
You think so?
Thing is, right, the problem with Woodley was his nickname's the Chosen One, and he does sometimes turn into the Frozen One. All he did from what I saw was just walk forward and try and do this. And this is his boxing game in MMA pretty much. This is what he does with his hands. So his best punch is when he's fighting an southpaw fighter. He'll keep going like this, up and down level change a bit, then he'll go boom with a big right hand. But he doesn't have the threat of the takedown, so that doesn't work very well. So they're not going to drop their hands to defend the takedown. And against this guy called Darren Till overextended himself. He threw this uppercut like this with his chin in the air, and threw a straight hand with his chin in the air. Then Woodley pulled back his hand and just hit him with a big straight right. So the thing is, I thought he'd be able to land that on Jake Paul. I thought as Jake Paul had only fought Ben Askren, Nate Robinson, and bloody Gibb and Neji. Those guys are nowhere near the level of Woodley. So I thought Woodley would be able to land one of those big right hands, but he didn't. He just froze. He landed one of them, but Jake just outdid him. So.
To be fair, though, I suppose boxing's not his speciality. Is he MMA fighter?
Yeah, but his right hand's deadly AF.
Suppose, but it's like when McGregor fought Mayweather. Obviously, Mayweather was going to win. He's never lost.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
Thing is, with that sort of thing, it's like, where would you like to see Jake Paul go from there? I know I want to see him fight, but I'd like to hear yours.
I'd love to see him fight an actual fucking boxer.
Okay.
Like, I know it would never happen, but I'd love to see him fight Canelo Alvarez.
I mean,
I just love it.
Canelo's chasing the legacy. I don't think he wastes his time beating the crap out of Jake Paul, but who knows, maybe. And he signed that massive deal with. Yeah, McGregor might do it. McGregor's getting desperate. I mean, have you seen what he did recently? He threw a drink at Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly for no reason. Yeah. I mean, like, what is he doing with himself?
Apparently, he asked for a photo, and Machine Gun Kelly said no.
That's amazing. That's absolutely hilarious. And the thing is as well, like, remember the thing that happened with the old man? He was probably like, "Oh, you whiskey shit, Connor," and then he just punched him.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, it's like, that's a senior citizen.
Could you imagine though, if they had a fight and Conor McGregor lost? That would be it. He can't show his face anymore if that happens.
Well, it depends. No, but I think it's a bit similar to what you said earlier. It's about how you react. If McGregor just walks around and goes, "Sorry, I just don't give a fuck," then he might be fine.
He needs to take it serious, because if he just goes in thinking I'm going to win anyway, there's no point in me training.
Yeah, I think. Well, the thing is, McGregor's walk around weight is 180 pounds. When he's like eating everything he wants. Jake Paul's is about 200 pounds. If they do it at like 190, McGregor will probably come in at like 177. Jake will probably come in bang on 190 and put back on the water that he cuts, because I think he does cut water weight. So he's going to be so much bigger than McGregor, and Jake is only getting better. So I think Jake could probably win just because of the size difference. But if McGregor made him cut a load of weight, if McGregor said, "We're doing this at 180," and then Jake sweat all the water out and got down to 180, like loads of water. If he went from like 197 to 180, he'd be in a bit of trouble. I feel like his chin would be a bit fucked. So I think McGregor's got a good chance then. But as you say, it depends how serious he takes it. I mean, did you see his fight after his interview after the second Dustin fight? And he was like, "I'm going to kill his wife and him in their sleep." And it's like, where did this come from? Bloody hell.
I feel like a lot of the people that have fought Jake Paul haven't taken it seriously.
I think Woodley did. I think Woodley wanted it badly. And after the fight, he was like, I'll get the tattoo of you on my leg, on my thigh. So
it is what it is, isn't it? Fair play, though. If it's not a fix, then fair play.
I don't think it was. But yeah, as you say, you want to see Jake fight a proper boxer. I'd love to see him fight Tommy Fury, and I think he beats Tommy Fury.
Yeah.
I really think
you think he'd beat Tommy Fury?
Yeah. And you know what would be the coolest story ever? Jake fights another professional boxer who's a bit well known, and then KSI comes in, You know, and he's like, I want to fucking fight you. And then that's the biggest fight ever in YouTube boxing. Can KSI, who's done nothing, beat a dude who's been doing so much for ages?
Do
I
you
think Jay could win, but it'd be
KSI
so
would?
cool.
Oh yeah, I was going to say. That's
I'd like to think.
Well, obviously, I'm not worried. But that's what I think as well. I think Jake probably would win against KSI.
Yeah,
Which
but
is
I'd like to think KSI put up a really, really good fight. And I'd really like JJ to win. I'd really like him to win. And I'd still love that fight to happen, even if he loses. As long as he looked good and tried his best, he's pretty much, they've made a load of money. And then I don't know is that the end of the YouTube boxing? And then Callum's corner runs in the ring and says, Jake, I'll fucking fight you! And then we get the next biggest fight ever. So,
I can't. The geezer just makes me laugh, man.
Yeah.
It's that,
you know, Danny,
that video we were talking about.
Oh, yeah. But you know, Danny G was on about wanting to fight Jake Paul.
Danny
Do you
G?
know who Danny G is?
Yeah.
You know, Smithy, come Birmingham, that guy.
Yeah.
That really sound dude when you watch his videos. He's really funny when he talks as well. He was on about fighting Jake Paul, and bro, he's fucking strong as fuck. If you watch his lifting videos, he bench presses on an incline going down. He does like 100 kg loads of times. He's a fucking tank. I think Jay could still win, but Danny G's such a big, scary dude.
He is jokes, to be fair.
And if Danny G trained...
Come to Birmingham.
Yeah. And if Danny G trained a barrel loads, it'd be, well, Danny G size. As long as Danny G didn't gas, it'd be very cool and competitive, I think. Who would you like to see Jake fight then, apart from professional boxer? Any YouTubers?
I don't know. You know, I don't really watch any YouTubers anymore. The YouTubers I watch, they're not as popular as these big ones. I do watch KSI, but I watch people like Matt Armstrong. You probably won't know him. He just car videos.
No clue.
I literally just watch random shit.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm in like 2011 and I'm just scrolling through every YouTube video there is. I'm just watching random stuff.
Fair play, man. I mean, you can come across some really good little creators because obviously YouTube only pushes the big stuff that they want you to watch. But if you scour, you can find there's videos being uploaded every second, which is mad. You know,
there's loads of videos.
Yeah, I was going to say something. I know this is quite random, but this really tripped me out, right? Me and my friend, the robot, we was chilling, waiting for the coach to... you know, when we went... Because obviously at college, we went to that... like, you know, you take the coach and you go to a different building.
Yeah, Coombswood.
You know. Oh, why did you...
Oh.
Yeah. Doxing,
I mean...
But never mind. Yeah, never mind. Anyway... So that area, we was waiting for that coach, and then this guy, big guy, walks up to us with glasses, and actually mates with him. I'll just call him Artie Ziff from The Simpsons. That's his nickname. I'm not going to say his real name. And he was telling me about like how the internet works and all that jazz, and he was saying, right, with the deep web and all this shit, like, you know, all the YouTube shit and all the crazy videos you can access. That's like this part of the iceberg, and then there's so much more disturbing stuff that no one can access. And I'm like worried that there's videos uploaded every second, yet there's it's overwhelmed by disgusting stuff that you can't even access. It's so scary. No, the government don't have control over this. It takes up such a big chunk. It's such a big part of the iceberg, and it does worry me that no one can really do anything. It's so
scary to think how much stuff there is on the internet.
Yeah,
and we only see so much of it.
And that's still barrel load. You'd need well, you wouldn't be able to get through it in a lifetime, would you?
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
You'd never be able to watch every video.
Yeah, you'd never be able to go through every tweet. You'd never be able to watch every YouTube video. You'd never be able to go through every Instagram post. You need like 50 lifetimes to do it. You'd have to be on Earth forever, pretty much.
It's like, and this is a bit different, but when I upload my TikTok videos, you have to put hashtags, and people always put like FY to For You page. And next to it, it tells you how many views there are with that hashtag. And it's something crazy, like 4,000 billion views. And it's like,
fucking hell,
that many. So that must mean there's got to be like 1 billion or 2 billion videos, maybe more.
It's sad that, well, no, more than that. You got to think every second there's probably a video uploaded to YouTube. You've got to think there's, if the iceberg's this big that you can't access, you've got to think there's 3 videos a second on there, which is, but I just wish I wish they had to stop these evil people, man. Seriously, but it's just too difficult. I suppose they're really smart and crafty bastards, aren't they? Very annoying.
60 hours worth of video is uploaded to YouTube every minute. That is crazy.
Bloody hell. And that's what can be accessed. That's the scary thing. But I guess just don't ponder on it, because it's like, if you ponder on too much, you're going to lose your fucking mind. And this is very sad from George. This is very sad here. But I listened to a grime artist called
JK.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I was thinking, like, is he trying to get me to say a nasty word or something?
I don't really listen to
and
JK
Logan
that much.
Seem to hang out a lot. Very funny, George. Jake nearly fell out of the ring. Jake versus Connor. I'd punch an old man. Oh yeah, George said that he's been watching Paralympic fails. Not funny, George. Is that like EPO or something? Erythropain, in it. His face went dead spotty because of it. There wasn't. Jake ain't on steroids. Logan is, but Jake ain't on anything. If you look at his body, he just ain't. Trust me, like serious. He ain't on roids. He ain't. Logan is. If you look at like Logan, he's definitely on the juice, but Jake ain't. He wouldn't. George, you mad? Put money on it then. I'd like to see how Joe fight Jake. What? Oh, I'd like to see how fight Jake.
Joe is in.
Oh, Joe Weller, sorry. Well, they already did a sparring match and Joe looked shit.
Joe Weller would.
Molly, you should check out Insane Clown Posse.
I have heard of that, Insane Clown Posse. I'll have a look.
Funny, George.
Where mama.
But, yeah, man. You know, how you said about, I'm just on about what George said, right? How he said Jake got knocked out the ring. Do you know Nigel Benn is? Oh, he's this really amazing boxer, insanely fucking tough guy. He fought this dude from America, Don King, a promoter who's quite a piece of shit. He actually killed 2 people. He was like, oh, he's a mini Mike Tyson. He's going to fuck you up. Anyway, the dude who Nigel Benn fought knocked Nigel Benn out the ring. And I don't like watching the fight because it's got one of the saddest things to ever happen in sport happen. But basically, Nigel Benn goes flying out the ring and he gets up, and I think I've never seen heart like that in any sport ever. Imagine someone knocking you out the ring that quickly and being able to mentally recover and get in the ring. And then Ben finished the bloke. And it was one of the worst finishes ever. Like, scary is what I mean. Basically, the dude kept saying, I'm bleeding. And he felt his head and there was no blood. And Don King was saying, get the fuck up, having a go at him. And he actually ended up with serious problems. He went blind and he couldn't walk around very well. It's really depressing. But my point is, though, like, can you believe that Nigel Benn got knocked out the fucking ring and had enough heart to get up and finish that fight and beat the other person? Honestly, I'd like to say myself, if all my injuries got better and I could do martial arts and I competed, if someone knocked me out the ring, I'd love to think that I'd get up and get back in and do what Nigel Benn did. But he's a 1 in a billion man. I don't think anyone would. I think most people, they could get back in the ring, but they're mentally defeated and probably lose. What do you think?
I don't know. It depends, actually. If you get knocked out of the ring, I'd have a bit of embarrassment. So I'd just be like, do I just stay on the floor?
No, but it was like a really bad knockdown. It wasn't like he fell out the ring, like he got hit and then fell. It was really bad. I'll send you the fight later. I'll send you the fight later. It's really sad and crazy. But yeah, I've got a new. We'll move on from there in a second. You didn't answer my Harry Potter question. What the hell is that, George? I'm scared about this. It's going to be some very disturbing shit. Who's your favorite UFC fighter, James? If we're just talking about one, who my absolute utter favorite is, personality. Rose Namajunas, absolute legend. Fighting style, Charles Oliveira. I love watching that dude fight. And as a person, he's quite hype as well. But yeah, that's how I'd rank him. Yeah. Have you got any favourites, Deck?
UFC anymore?
You wouldn't say McGregor or Chad Mendes?
Nah. I don't even like McGregor anymore. Not as a fighter, anyway.
What do you mean? Surely as a person, because his fighting style still.
Yeah. Well, I like him as a person, but I just feel like he hasn't really won recently.
I thought you meant you didn't like him as a person for all the crazy shit he did, and you. But
oh no, I like him as a person. He's funny.
oh, okay.
Jokes.
But his trash talk's so shit now, though.
Yeah,
Like
I know. I feel like it's back in the past, and it's like.
Look at the shit that he said to Dustin in their very first fight. He was like, "You know, a gust of wind," and he does the chicken dance, and that was so funny. But like his second fight with Dustin, he was just getting so angry, and like even Dustin was like, "Mate, that's shit." He's like, "What?" No, mine's. But I get that he's not like a bad person. I'm still rooting for him, but like not massively, not like I used to. I don't mind him losing. But like just the shit he's doing is bizarre. I want him to do well, but if he keeps going down this path, the more and more I'm getting off the train, the McGregor train. Mine's TJ Dillashaw probs. He's a piece of shit doing EPO, though. That's the issue I have with him. Total snake as well, training at Team Alpha Male and then going to Dwayne Ludwig's gym. Mad. You know Dwayne Ludwig. Hakel, if you know Dwayne Ludwig is, he was actually meant to fight one of my first Thai boxing trainer. But obviously he didn't. It was in 2005, but Dwayne backed down because he wasn't a Thai boxer. He was an MMA fighter. So interesting.
Do you know all these people that are commenting, like personally? Or
George. Yeah, George is a great friend, IRL. Akil, he does loads of thumbnails for me, and he's a decent friend. He's just I don't know him IRL. He's just done like loads of thumbnails, and he's a decent laugh. I'm trying to think who else has commented. Mainly just Akil and George fucking around. So. But yeah, I know George and Hakel a bit, so I know George a lot and I know Hakel a little bit. So, but yeah, what the hell was I going to say? Can't even fucking remember. I was on a tangent. So anyway, next topic. If you could go on someone's podcast and bring two guests, dead or alive, who would it be?
They gotta be celebrities.
Just
obviously.
Maybe you can do like your mates and celebrities, but like your mates, it's like no context, no one knows.
Yeah. So, if I was to go on a podcast with two celebrities, probably Kurt Cobain.
Okay, interesting.
And probably X. Because I feel like X would be interesting to talk to.
Who's X? Exhibit.
XXX.
Oh, XXX. I thought you meant Exhibit. I was like, I didn't know you was a fan of him.
I'll pick my ride.
Here we go. I'd bring Noel and Liam Gallagher. He wants them to throw down.
I was going to say that wouldn't be very good.
What podcast would you pick? Tentacion and Kurt Cobain to like? Would you pick Logan Paul's? Would you pick True Geordie's? Would you pick Waffling? Would you pick what's good?
Probably Logan Paul's. It's probably the biggest one.
Yeah.
And I do like watching Joe Weller's one. To be fair, though.
Yeah, Waffling's top banter.
Mm-hmm.
From what I've seen. But yeah, Liam, who would you pick, Hakel? And what podcast would you pick? Sorry, is what I was going to ask. But anyway, I'll tell you right. Yeah, right. Actually, guess. I think you're going to guess perfectly.
Well, I would guess somebody, but you've already done a podcast with him.
Not saying anything.
I don't know. I can't guess.
Oh, Callum's Corner, Carl Pilkington on the JRE. Callum and Carl. Callum and Joe Rogan puffing away at me and Carl having a Stella. You know, that would be some of the best shit ever. That would be so funny and mental. Rogan would probably be laughing his arse off. I'd be crying with laughter. And Callum would be taking everything Carl says really seriously and deeply interested in Monkey News and Carl's diary. If he still kept up with them, which I doubt, but still. I'll pick Max Smith and Tennant. Whose podcast would you pick, though? I'm basically a bizarre George that I wouldn't go that far. But, yeah. Fair enough. But, yeah, I already did do a podcast with Callum, but, you know, that doesn't mean I wouldn't want to fucking do another one.
I still can't get over that you actually did that.
Yeah. I was babbling on for ages and ages in college about him, and you was like, who's this fucking weirdo? I was like, he's a legend. And then all those later, got to fucking talk to him. He's the only person that I've ever fanboyed out. You know, everyone else I've kept it cool. I met Jai Herbert, totally cool as a cucumber. But Callum, I was like, mate, I'm such a fucking big fan. I was like, so happy.
I sent XXX a message before on Snapchat, and just after he died, I remember I went through my Snapchat, I was looking, and I seen at the bottom that he had opened it, but he never replied. And that kind of got me like a bit starstruck, but it's a shame he didn't reply.
That is mad that he actually saw it
I know.
before he died. When I saw the video of him on Facebook dead, that was like some of the saddest shit ever. Seeing a 20-year-old just dead in a car.
I can't even
Like-
remember what I sent to him, to be honest.
Huh?
I can't remember what I sent to him. Probably something
No.
to do with music.
Yeah, difficult in it, man. Or for when people get taken that young, it's just pieces of shit shooting him, you know, absolute cunts. Weren't they trying to rob his car and he went back down?
He had 50 grand in a bag because he was buying a motorbike, and then they tried
Okay.
to take the money off him.
No. Absolutely awful.
I spoke to this other person before. I don't know if I ever mentioned it. I was live on TikTok and this rapper joined. You wouldn't know him. I don't know. Haykill might. Unknown T. He joined, and straight away I knew it was him, and he was verified and everything. And he was asking me about my music and that, and I was proper like excited. And then somebody in the comments was a bit of a prick and said that apparently I was slagging Unknown T off and said that to him. And Unknown T commented and he was like, "Oh, you was chatting about me." I was like, "No." I was like, "I really went." I was like, "I think you're hard." And then he went.
Got in. Absolutely got in. No, imagine Haykill YTP's this. Yeah, someone said he was chatting. And I said, no, I wasn't chatting shit. I was hard. But I've been watching too many Callum's Corner YTPs. This pod is a laugh, to be fair. So you bring Noel and Liam Gallagher on, me and Aaron, you, Noel and Liam, absolute bonkersness. I think Noel would just leave straight away. He'd be like, I didn't know this fucking dickhead was showing up. And then he'd just leave.
Yeah.
He said, I want 100 million to be on this podcast. Am I happy? No. I want more. So
No one really cared about X until he died. That's what. You know what? People can listen to whatever they want, in it. But it kind of
Erica was a shame.
And as well, James converged me on this one. Back in like 2016, when I first found him, when he first became like not even popular, but when he was underground, I used to listen to him all the time at college. And then he died in 2018, and so many people jumped on the bandwagon. And I remember I used to get taken the piss out of for listening to him. People used to be like, "What are you listening to this shit for?" And then he died. And
did I say? Like, did I say why are you listening to this bollocks?
No, I don't think it was you. I just other people.
Okay, that's all right then. Because to be fair, I feel like as much as I was a bit of a mad lad back there, I don't think I would have shit on people for listening to shit that isn't subjectively for me. I would have just been like, okay. But yeah, that happens with a lot of artists.
Except for the reaction videos.
Yeah. Basically, for anyone who's unacquainted with this, which is all of you, basically, ages ago, Deck made some reaction videos, and I was like, mate, why are you giving into the YouTube machine, you tit? Why are you doing reaction videos, bro? This is like, they're so stupid. And the only reason I thought that at the time, no, can I just say, the only reason I thought that at the time was because I actually did a takedown on reactionists, and it was a bunch of reactionists just sitting there, eating crisps and not saying anything and making money off other people's stuff. But obviously, over the years,
the videos where people go in depth. I love that.
Yeah.
About music and stuff. But my reaction videos used to do all right, man.
Yeah.
Some of them didn't, but some of them used to get a few thousand.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, right, with reaction stuff, as long as you're talking about it and just sitting there eating peanuts, I'm totally fine with it. But back then, I don't know why, I was just on the IHE bandwagon. I just sucked up to everything he said. I was a fool. But, yeah. What made you get rid of those reaction videos then? What happened?
There was on my MollyBoy channel. Because I used to do YouTube, didn't I? And then I just thought, I was like, yeah. No, actually, no, it was Deck Tip TV. It was on that. And then I got bored of that. And then I started my own channel, which I was climbing videos, which I'll get into in a minute. Because I'll tell you a funny story, actually. I don't know if I ever said it. But then I started doing reaction to music, and I started doing music videos and stuff. And then I thought, actually, I'm just going to get rid of it all and just upload my music to this channel instead. Yeah. But with the climbing videos, did I ever tell you about when I climbed where our college is? No, I didn't climb our college.
No, you climbed the town.
The town.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the climbing videos back then. To be,
you've muted yourself, bro. There's no sound. Looks like it's just us lot then, guys.
Oh, hello.
There we go. I can hear you.
There we go. Yeah.
was going to say, Rob, I really enjoyed them. And you did another one. Wasn't you meant to do another one, which was in a town further away, and then you got in trouble?
We did one where our college is in that town. But before that, we did one. I'm just going to say, we did one in West Bromwich.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to. I thought afterwards, though, for some reason in my head. Don't know why.
No, it was before. We climbed on top of that. That was the best one. We was literally, if you go to West Brom, right, anybody that's watching, and you know where Tesco is and that, up a little bit where, say, where Shoe is, opposite Shoe, was literally hanging over, watching people at the bottom.
Mad.
And then the one, say again.
Was that like 9 o'clock at night then? Or was it
No,
like
it was about 1 a.m, to be fair. But Tesco's 24 hours, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I'm a fool. Yeah. Anyone freaked out?
Nobody saw us there.
Oh, no one saw you? Oh, if I'd seen you, I wouldn't have thought I would have been like, fuck, look at those guys.
Nah, it's a good job. People didn't see us. Police walked into Tesco a few times.
Oh, the plot would be
all... I nearly said it. The other town, that was the best. We did it. We climbed it, and then when we got off, there was police everywhere, and we thought they were for us, so we were shitting ourselves. But it turns out something else had happened in the town. Yeah. And then I uploaded the video. Not long after, somebody commented on it saying, "Don't climb it again," because the police got called, and they even said like the whole name, base, and everything. So I was a bit like, "Oh, nothing ever happened."
We're in. But to be fair, if they're going to do people for climbing stuff, they're appealing to people. I'm sure there's people messing around doing, not climbing stuff specifically, but there's people messing around doing things they shouldn't be doing. So like, you probably get a slap on the wrist, and if you did it again, you probably get a fine. And if you did it again, you might get locked for a month.
It's trespassing, but like you can't get done for trespassing if you don't break and enter.
Yeah, exactly.
So if we're literally just climbing, they just tell us to get down.
Yeah. But out of interest, then, you know, with all these videos, then like Deck TV shit, that gaming channel, I know you've still got some videos on there, but how come you got rid of like loads of videos? Because I feel like in some ways, when they're half decent or good, you should keep them around to see where you came from or see if they're progress.
Well, I ain't deleted none; they're all private.
Oh, okay. Do you think you'd ever bring them back, or you're not bothered?
I can't bring them back onto MollyBoy because that's where my music is.
Yeah, true.
But I don't know. Like, I still really want to do YouTube, and the problem is, right? This is my camera, and I want to vlog, but I can't carry this everywhere. So I was going to get a G7X, but then like at the same time, I don't want to break the bank. So I'm just waiting for a bit.
What's a G7X? A really little one then?
Yeah, it's like it's about that big. It's like the size of my phone.
Okay, that's quite. What happened to the GoPro?
So I've still got it. I don't know where it is.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I use that like. Oh, that's another thing. We was going to do a video for the vlogs because we went swimming in the sea. And I was going to take it with me, and I had paddle boards, and we went to like where I am. There's like cliffs, and you go around the cliff. You can't walk there because of the sea, but around it, there's all like smugglers' tunnels from like I don't know, 1200, 1300 AD or whatever. And we went in there, but I didn't have my camera with me because I couldn't find my GoPro.
Interesting.
It's mad. It is weird. It's like when I was in there, it's mad to think that somebody 500-600 years ago dug those tunnels and they were smuggling stuff.
How far in did you go? Because I'd imagine that would have been a bit scary.
It's like, it's kind of as if like, say for example, pirates have come up onto their land and they've needed to get up the cliff, so they've dug tunnels to get up the cliff. It's like that.
Oh,
but then as time's gone by, the cliff's eroded, so the tunnel kind of just goes in, it kind of spirals, and then it just comes out like in the middle of the cliff.
Oh, so it goes up quite high, does it?
Yeah, it's really high. To be fair, you'd probably die if you fell.
Yeah, so I guess you just go up a little bit then, obviously.
We went up, and we went obviously like right to the edge, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit sus.
I guess that's useful in the future if the rappers come after you or you're dissing. So
there's no point, bro. I just have to jump off at the end.
What? Good.
Because it don't lead nowhere.
Yeah. No, but you could hide in there if some rappers are like, MollyBoy fucking said some shit about me. You can just run in the cave and hide there for a few days.
Suppose so.
Or call up the best assassin in the world, Callum's Corner. I listened to Youngblood in 2016 before he got famous. Found him on the artist section on YouTube. Look at him now. Oh, why sad face? It's good that he's famous. Well, I mean, I'd imagine you'd be happy for him, but I guess the thing is, right, when people get big, people might be a bit like, oh, do you remember me from the beginning? And they're like, well, sort of, or no. But like the thing is, right, you know, I was there at the beginning for, I was there quite early on for Callum's Corner. I was there really early on for MMA on Point. I subbed to them when they had like 9,000 subs, and they've got like 800k now. Chow Sunnan's channel, I've been there since probably like 8,000 subs since he really first started it. You know, like, and I'm not saying, oh, I've been there since day. At the end of the day, you watch them because you enjoy them, don't you? You know, if you want to become mates with them, network with them. So I might do that.
There's a pub at the back of the flat and they're blasting music.
No. Have you moved then from the last place?
No, I'm still here.
Are you still here? What about all the Starbucks? You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, he calmed down.
Oh, that's good.
He's chill now.
That's really good. So you're probably not going to move.
I mean, he still does talk to himself, but he doesn't like blast music or nothing.
He just sounds like some kind of Pilkington shit. That is not happening. Talk about like some guy a floor below just blasting music. And then, wasn't it reggae?
I like 1 in the morning.
I want to talk to the Starbucks.
But the thing is, he did it this once, and obviously my partner had to get up for work. It was like 1 in the morning. He was blasting Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
So we had to say something, and he hasn't said anything since. He hasn't done nothing since.
That's good that he realised. Buffering, I can't do anything about it, lads. I'm really sorry. I really can't do anything about it. Yeah, so Callum's Corner, Fatty Fudgesicle official pro. Hey Kill is a sick song. Yep. Everyone go listen to
Fatty Fudgesicle.
But yeah.
TikTok.
Oh yeah, back to YouTube boxing. If you could box someone, who would you box YouTuber wise?
If I could box someone, probably Simon.
No, me versus you. We could fake beef.
Us two. Yeah, get some, get an audience. Now, I'd probably fight Simon from Sidemen.
Oh, does he piss you off, or is it just friendly or friendly fight?
I don't know. It just winds me up a bit.
Oh, okay. Is it because he's a bit like, oh, hello everyone? Hey,
I just feel like he doesn't fit in with them.
Like, is his banter not
different? He's got banter like the people around here. It's dry.
That's the South Devon banter. Oh well, at least you know it's a nice area you're living in it, so I suppose.
Yeah, I prefer it much more.
But
I've got a question to ask you. Did you watch the trailer for the new GTA 5 Expanded and Enhanced?
I'm livid at it. I'm absolutely. I left a dislike on there, lad.
I know. I am so annoyed. I've waited. They said it was going to come out in November, so I waited. They put a shit trailer out, and it looks no different.
Yeah. No, but even if it looked different, though, I'd actually want them to make a new fucking game, because I'm sorry.
Yeah, just make GTA 6 by now.
Yeah, or like a GTA.
At least announce it. They haven't even announced it yet.
Or what they could have done is do a single expansion or something. Like some other story within GTA 5. Like, I don't know, give it
would be amazing if we're just being trolled at the minute, and then like when it does come out, it has got all these like amazing new things, but that's hardly.
No, but I don't even care about that. I want them to make a new game, because I mean, imagine if they made a Call of Duty. Right, I know GTA is absolutely fucking massive, but imagine if like they made a Halo Reach. Imagine if they just left it there and didn't do any Halos for like 9 years. I'd be livid. And what if they just kept adding updates and 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 not actually adding anything? I'd box
the game's getting old, man.
You can try, hey Kill. You can try. But yeah.
Did you hear about the trilogy they're doing? Well, they might be doing.
What trilogy might they be doing?
It's all over YouTube, to be fair. Apparently somebody leaked that, Take-Two Interactions, who works with Rockstar.
No.
Anyway, it's just like some game developers or whatever. They've worked on previous GTA games, and if you look at their resume, there's 3 games hidden that they're working on. And then above it, there's like GTA Expanded and Enhanced. So people think that they're going to bring out a remaster for Vice City, San Andreas, and GTA 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GTA 5 is dead. Yes, it is, George. My dad works at Rockstar, and they're starting a new GTA. He tests for glitches and stuff. There we go. We've heard it from the horse's mouth.
It's been confirmed.
Yeah. But, I mean, thing is, though, when you haven't had a new game for 1 billion years, honestly, I'd just rather them do that than remake Vice City San Andreas. But the thing is, right, I know none of you like Crash Bandicoot, but Crash Bandicoot, right, in 2008 was in the shitter. The Crash Bandicoot game in 2008, I think it was Mind Over Mutant. It was absolute fucking bollocks, and the franchise was dead pretty much. They bought a remaster. They remastered the original trilogy from the 90s, and they remastered the racing game from the 90s, and they bought out Crash 4. If GTA was in the same position as Crash, like say if they made a shit game in like 2010 and they were doing shit, I wouldn't mind remasters, but there's no need. Just make a new GTA game. You fast.
They're like the biggest game developers, like the biggest company in the world, one of the biggest companies for gaming. What is the point? They're making too much money off everyone. That's why people are still, buying like shark cards on GTA. They're making too much money, so they're not going to move on yet.
Maybe that's
why I think if people started to boycott, then
I've never bought a shark card once in my life. I
haven't.
You could just cheat instead anyway. Just do cheats if you're really that desperate.
I used to make modded accounts.
Yeah, easy work.
I've still got my modded account from 2016. I've still got like $1.3 billion on it, and so there's no point.
The thing is, the blueprint for that is, as you told me before, just don't be cocky with it. Just don't go around killing everyone all the time. That's all you have to do. Just don't be a twat, and you won't
get yourself caught.
Exactly.
Have you got a PS5 or the new Xbox or anything yet?
Well, the thing is, I've got a gaming laptop now, so I'm just playing on that now. And that's it really. I'm going to get a PS5 eventually, probably next Christmas or the Christmas after. Once the games that cost loads of money go down in price, and once they have some more proper exclusives instead of just PS4 and PS5. So
I managed to get my hands on one.
What's it like then? What do you think? First take.
Well, I've only got one PS5 game at the minute, which is Valhalla, Assassin's Creed. But
any good?
I don't know. I got bored of it quick. I do like it. It's all right, but my dad likes that sort of stuff, so I'll play it with him when he comes down.
Fair dues. What is it? A co-op?
I just play PS4 games. No, we're just taking turns.
Okay.
But I play PS4 games on it. I've just got 100% on Spider-Man, so I got a platinum trophy.
Fair dues.
I clocked Mafia 1, just completed Mafia 2, and now I'm moving on to Mafia 3. So but overall, I feel like once they start releasing proper PS5 games, more of them, I think it's going to be amazing. But
definitely,
I don't really see much of a difference yet.
Yeah. So, like, it's not like, what about the layout and the speed it runs at and all that jazz?
Oh, the speed's mad. The speed is weird. It's like with GTA, you know, where it says like loading, it has a percentage. It's already loaded when it's at like 30%.
Okay.
It's crazy. And then downloads are so fast.
Man. That is one thing PS5 does have over PC. PC just takes a bit of time to load shit, and games take ages to update.
I was lucky to get one, to be fair, because I went on Twitter and they've got like pages and they notify you when the stock. And they notified me about a disc one, which was 450 quid. I was like 100 in the queue, so I would have got one. And then my phone crashed. I was put to like 13,000, so I just left it. And then later on in the day, I got another notification, but this time it was a bundle for £630.
Oh,
but I just got it. I just thought, you know what, I ain't going to get another one, so I might as well.
That is mad luck, man. That is mad luck. I mean, the problem is you do get about 1 million because people are so desperate for them. But I think the thing is, right, where are all these people coming from buying so many PS5s that there's none left? Because PS4 had a load of exclusives and came out swinging, but this has never happened in consoles gaming before.
No. I don't think they've made enough consoles on purpose. I think so that people want it for a long time.
Yeah. They're probably like, I really want this, I really want this, I really want this. And like, they tell their friends, oh, it was so hard to get. It's probably on purpose, isn't it? Because I don't remember. I never remember. Wii is one of the most successful consoles. I never remember that being out of stock. I never remember PS2, the most successful console ever being out of stock. I don't remember DS's being out of stock. So, yeah. I mean, I know I was like a baby when it was out, but I mean, when I was a bit older, I don't remember it being out of stock.
I tried to pre-order the PS5, but I couldn't even get it. I pre-ordered the PS3 and the PS4, but I couldn't get the PS5 on pre-order.
Thing is, that's scary as well. A lot of the YouTubers couldn't get it. Polosaurus Rex, he's got 600k subs. He could not get one. It took him ages to get one. But the thing is, I feel like it's just down to luck. Usually, unless you like millions of subs, they're not going to send you a PS5. So. Someone's put
Spider-Man 2. Have you seen the trailer?
What do you mean? A second Spider-Man game? Or
it looks mad.
Damn, I haven't looked at it yet.
It's got actually, I won't ruin it.
$. Do you mean No Way Home trailer, or you want about a game?
The actual Spider-Man 2 game.
And PC, of course, Spider-Man 2. Switch has great games coming out. And the thing is with Switch, George, this dude who knows a billion things about gaming said Switch was good for 3 years, exclusive-wise, and then had nothing else with it. And then you just said, he's an idiot. And then I'm like, but George, what exclusives were there? And then you said, he looks like a jab. And I'm like, George, but what exclusives? So, but like, what are the good exclusives then, George? What good games are coming out? I've been bashing Skyrim and Oblivion ATM. This new Xbox has the most sold Xbox Series X. No, it hasn't, has it? Live reaction. No, I'm not bothered about doing that, George. I'm not bothered.
I'm trying to get my hands on a VR headset, man.
Bro, those things are actually a bit like, I put one on at college for like a final project, and I was absolutely shit bricks. There was this thing flying around, and I was like, like that, and I was like, it was really.
I really want to play like horror games on it.
Oh, don't! You'll have a fucking heart attack, man. Like you do.
I'm waiting for PlayStation to bring out a new one for the PS5. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to get the Oculus Quest.
No, but the thing is, you're right. Actually, if you do play a horror game, play the fucking scariest game and see how it goes. You should film it, man.
Do you know what? Yeah, I was going to say, if I get one, I will live stream it.
Bro, I never have the balls for anything like that. It's literally, I know everyone says it's like reality, but when you put it on, it's literally like reality. It genuinely
That's mad. I've never tried one. I really want to.
It feels like the real world. Like maybe you don't think so when you do try, but trust me, it's like really. I was freaked out. Most people were really happy with it, but I thought this thing was going to start attacking me. This flying robot. It was flying all over.
Have you seen that thing? Have you seen them things that people buy and you stand on it, you strap yourself in, and you can walk, and it actually walks in the game?
Oh, that's cool.
I want to get one of them.
Fake stream, yeah, it is fake. This was pre-recorded. Hey, Kill. We're just predicting everything. We're predicting everything you're saying. Yeah.
It's like £1,400, and it's literally like an octagon. You strap yourself in, and you can walk, and it walks on the game. It's mad. Right. People were doing it with horror games, and they were literally running. It looks good, man.
I'd fucking hate that, man. That'd be like the scariest.
I'd play like Silent Hill or something. That would shit me up.
Imagine, it'd be so cool playing Resident Evil 4 in first person. Have you ever played Resident Evil 4?
No.
Bro, it's terrible. Well, it's not that scary when you play, but if you played it in first person, and you can hear, like, if you listen to some of the sound effects, like you get adjusted to the sound effects and you hear like creepy whispers in Spanish. You can't understand what they're saying. You can hear creepy whispers and they're getting closer and closer and closer. And then like
that's the thing, I'd have to do it at home alone, because if I've got the thing on and then my ears are covered as well, if my girlfriend comes in and she's pranking me and she's like fucking tapping me or something while I'm in that, there's no way. I'd be swinging my fists.
Yeah, you'd be.
I can't do it. I have to be home alone.
Yeah,
and I'd lock the door. I'd lock this studio door just so I know nobody's coming in.
No, I don't blame you, because that'd be next level. Like you definitely throw down. You definitely start throwing down then.
I need to get one, man. I really do. It's £300 on Argos. I don't know whether to just do it or not.
If you're really game and you really want to go for it, like go for it. But if you can work, I don't know, man. It depends. With a lot of this shit, it depends how much you want to do it. Like, do you really want to nearly have a heart attack on a horror game?
I really want to do it because I feel like it'd be so funny and entertaining to record and put it out.
off, especially if it was live. I'd be killing myself laughing.
That would be sick actually if I could do it live and say like if I could connect like people to it so I could hear people as well and they can watch me doing it. That would just be jokes.
You know when you said about if Mia poked you, I remember on level 2 when there was this horror film trailer on, and I was like really watching it, and then you went like this, and I fucking shit the brick, man. I was like, oh!
Can't even remember, you know.
I didn't shout, but I was like, oh! And then you was all creasing, man. But that was genuinely.
It's a shame because I don't remember a lot from college. It's shit.
Oh really? Oh, it was good laughs. It was funny.
I mean, I remember like the shit that would annoy me. I'm not going to say his name, but you know exactly who I'm on about. Yeah. And just some of the people there just annoyed me. Nah, I can't even deal with it. The funniest one was when we was in McDonald's though.
What are you on? Oh, just basically what happened was everyone. I don't mind saying this because it was, you know, whatever. So basically, what happened was this one person was sitting on one table from our class, and Deck was sitting on the table from Mackey's. I wanted to sit by Deck. I was like, just sat by him. Then these other two people sat by us, and then one person. Then these other two people sat by this other person. And this guy.
But the thing is, right? Sorry, the tables were right next to each other. It's not as if we deliberately walked to a different side of the room. Do you know what I mean? They were literally like next to each other.
Yeah. And then I heard, you got a problem. And then I turned and I was like, what? And then afterwards he said, why did you sit over here? And I was like, well, Deck was here, I'm going to sit here. And he said, no chicken nuggets left for me on the table. Then he walked out.
Yeah, I know, yeah. I think he must have felt like a bit of a twat. So that's why he tried to say, oh, no chicken nuggets left for me. And then he just walked away.
Why would you say? You got a problem? Like,
but the thing is, it was like two four-seater tables.
Yeah.
Not everyone's going to fit around your table, do you know what I mean? So people are obviously going to sit on the other side.
With all due respect to the other guys, they were really... The one dude was fucking massive. Like the one who was sitting by us, he was absolutely huge, and the other dude was quite...
And I feel like as well, at college, it was me, you... I'm just going to say the first letters, R and N. I feel like it was us four that used to hang about more than the others.
And the banter was quite peak, to be fair.
Yeah.
I do miss M&R. I do miss... M&R is actually one of my favourite YouTubers, but I do miss the M and the R a little bit. I miss the banter occasionally, but, you know, things move on.
When we used to take the piss out of R.
Yeah. We all threw banter at each other, so good times.
I remember that. I've still got that video.
I still got it.
And you was like, I smell of poo. He was like, nah.
I stink of poo.
Poo, yeah.
Nah. I mean, some class laughs. To be fair, on the second and third year, because obviously you left and I was me and this other guy. Remember the guy who I called Tic Tac Head occasionally? Me and him was the only people who was on the level 3. And
are you on about L?
Yeah. And to be honest, there was some good laughs on those 2 years of level 3. Don't get me wrong, but I felt like there was some individual moments which are absolutely hilarious, but there wasn't like the bounce that me, you, and M&R had, like the bouncing off each other, and that's why the podcasters work so well. All the bouncing back and forth. Probably why Silent Spartan enjoyed it so much. Bounce, and I feel like.
Go on.
I was going to say the reason why a lot of podcasts fail, because you was mentioning to me about you'd be really good on a podcast with someone starting your own, but most of the people, like, you can't combine things to the best. Like, this one person you might want to do it with would be good, but they don't feel like doing it. It's a lot of effort. There might be someone else who would be good and who wouldn't be that good, but they feel like doing it. And it takes a lot of things to like come together for a podcast to do well, because a lot of people try to start something and then fail. They don't stick to it, you know. So,
literally, I was going to say, I went back to college in 9. I did music.
Yeah.
Even then, obviously, I got on with my cousin. That's my best mate. Excuse me.
I don't know what that means.
I got on with my cousin because he's my best mate. Obviously, we did it together. You what?
I said I thought that was your cousin video calling you then. and just be like,
but the other people that was in the class, I never got on with them. Not like us like did.
Mm-hmm. Not at all. You didn't even
These that are saying something about. Oh yeah, I spoke to a few people, but I wasn't.
They're just saying there's some shit on my wall. There's nothing on my wall, lads. There's absolutely no. Ah! Ah!
My walls are too bright, man. James is dead.
Ah! No. Sorry. No, can I actually tell you a couple of really interesting stories about my previous job? So this is stories from somebody else. Now,
wait, am I allowed to quickly? Am I allowed to just quickly time out and just go to the toilet?
Yeah, man, go for it.
I'm bursting. I know it's unprofessional for the stream, but you know.
Right, no, bring it to the toilet. We need to hear you. Ooh, poo, woo, woo. Yep, there's some scary shit on my wall, isn't there? Hey, Paul. Oh. Oh. Well, I'm not. I'm
locked in. I can't even get out.
What the fuck?
I'm stuck. Oh, mate, the key's here. Oh. There we go. Fucking hell, I'm stuck.
Well, that was hilarious. But yeah, what else is there for me to say? I mean, let's see. Let's look at Deck's room then. Let's look at his shit. We got Scarface here, Scarface there. We got some hippie bloke here. I don't know what he's doing. We got a question mark. We got a car. George, can you spot what car that is? It looks a little bit like it looks a why can't I don't know what this car is. And I can't tell what these are. I'm guessing they're LPs. And we've got a really snazzy professional microphone. We got a box here too. James just. Oh, okay. Ah! 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 Ah!
Why's my screen? Who the fuck is that guy? James, just start screaming when he gets back.
Yeah, there we go. That's a Nissan GTR. George, you know your shit. Wouldn't have guessed that. I was going to say a Hyundai Coupe or something, but I thought it's not that. It's not that.
What?
We were just examining your room while you were doing a poo. So.
Nissan GTR? What, that on there?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Did George get it right? Oh, fuck, you didn't get it right. What is it then?
I think it's... I don't even think it's any car. It's just a drawing.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Oh, yeah. George says, I'd say Nissan GTR. Sorry, he wasn't certain. Anyway, I've got a couple of funny stories.
Go on, I'm listening.
Okay. No. So this is what... Can I just say what... Scarface, hippie bloke, and then the two question mark, then the two things above the question mark, I'm guessing
hippie bloke.
Yeah, I don't know.
What that?
Yeah.
That was Billie Eilish.
Wait, who?
No.
Billie Eilish? How did I not guess it's her? I thought it was just some... I thought it was like the Big Lebowski. I'm not knocking Billie Eilish. She's a very attractive woman. But I genuinely thought it was the Big Lebowski from here. Man. Anyway.
Okay, now you fancy Billie Eilish then? I wouldn't have thought that.
That derailed everyone. But yeah, no, she's cool, man. She's cool. I'm the bad guy.
I don't like her music. I'm not even going to lie.
But you think she's a cool person?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fair enough. Anyway, so these are some stories I was thought about at my old job, right? So the first one, basically, because what I did, the place I worked, we delivered stuff around the hospital. Well, I delivered stuff around the hospital because I was treated well. Yeah, exactly. Hey, damn right, son. But
are these ghost stories or something?
Sort of, yeah. Wait, George said, "Have you seen Billie Irish?" Irish, oh no. Anyway, So what the hell? So basically, what happened was, obviously, I took stuff all around the hospital because I wasn't fully trained. It was an apprenticeship, and I didn't get the training that I deserved. But that's another video for another time. I was paid rubbish money, didn't get the training. But anyway, we delivered stuff. I had to deliver stuff all around the hospital, but other people had certain areas that they had to deliver things to. And one used to deliver to A&E. And what happened was, oh no, sorry, he was saying about someone else who used to deliver to A&E. And what happened was, there was this person in a bed, dead person, like, and they had a thing over them, and then they shot up and their eyes opened and they went, ah, and then went back, then got knocked down again. Genuinely, that happened. And then they ran off. And then I was like, well, there's got to be some explanation. That's rubbish. And he said, so what happened was, it was to do with gas in their body. So, and it all released, and that's why that happened. So what do you think?
Could you imagine that? Could you imagine being there thinking someone's dead and they do that?
I mean, I personally wouldn't have been scared. I would have been like, all right, but they're not. They just went back down again. But he said, as he's a big 28 days.
If they were lying there and they just went, ugh, I'd fucking punch them. I'd get the fuck back down.
Oh God, grim. They had a thing over him, and I think it shot up, and they shot up or something.
Oh, that's mad. I've never seen a dead body, so
I'm trying to think what else happened. Actually, no, the other stories aren't that funny. They're a bit naff. Maybe some other time. That's the main story then of that. Very crazy.
That's mad.
Really bizarre.
I always thought that this place was going to be haunted because it's built in like 1887, I think, or 1884. But I've had the odd weird things, but it's all explainable.
Yeah. Remember when I had that dream that I went to, when I told you about, the only time that but the thing is, there's always something explainable. When I went, I had a dream about my friend's house, and then I went to their house about nearly 2 years later, and it was exactly how it looked in the dream. I've never been to that person's house before. Crazy.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. There's all theories about shit like that, though. Apparently, like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm just like, yeah, whatever. But apparently, there's this thing where you can leave your body and you can go to other places, and then you can come back to your body and you can actually see things that are actually happening. Obviously, it sounds like a load of bullshit and just make believe, but you never know. I feel like there is definitely a lot of things going on that we don't even have a clue about, or we haven't even discovered yet. There's no way we've discovered everything.
Yeah, a lot of people think we have, but we haven't. Even stuff that isn't like energy and psychedelic, like cosmic, and like your soul and your being related. We haven't even discovered like real life stuff. Like we've only discovered like, isn't it 3% of the ocean or something stupid? You know what I'm saying?
Stupid. It's like there's probably species out there that haven't been discovered yet.
There's so much shit lurking in the undergrowth. So yeah, crazy. My granddad's mate was an undertaker or something. He had dead blokes in his truck.
Oh, you could hear us farting. That's true, though, isn't it?
And you be, I know. I've got such a bonkers sense of humour, man. It's like, you know something, right? It's like, say something silly, like some people tell me, oh, you like this, it's silly. Like, have you ever seen Bottom, that show? I watch scenes of that, and I've literally got a straight face most of the time. With my humour, I like some bad, insane stuff, but it has to be subverting my expectations. If it's always like you've got those two characters always going mad and acting daft, that's expected. But like, you know, in the in-between is like, I don't know, like Will having some drinks and then he has a go at Neil's dad and says, "You bummer!"
Yeah.
And he goes on that man. What, Mr. Chippy? What's he gonna knock up? A closet for you to hide in? You bummer! You know, stuff like that and madness like that. I didn't like when Simon threw up on Carly's brother, but like apart from that, the rest of the episode was absolute gold.
I like it when they go to Thorpe Park.
Sitting next to these assholes.
Yeah.
And then they wreck Simon's car. Simon's the one who fucking pays for it. I've sent you Billy Irish pictures. Look at the pictures. Will. Who?
Who? Oh, man.
Clear!
I love the In-Betweeners.
No! Then the World
War II. You know what?
I
used to watch In-Betweeners when I was like 8.
Yeah, that's each to their own, innit?
It's crazy.
But To be fair, I watched Family Guy when I was young as well, but then there was this one episode which was very rude in 2009, and my parents started watching this again, and I started watching it again when I was 12. So, thing is, Family Guy isn't really that bad compared to the In-Betweeners. Oh yeah, you know how you said about earlier. Sorry to keep bringing it back to YouTube boxing, but I was going to say who I'd like to box quickly. If we're coming to who I want to beat up, James Charles, EDP, either one of them two. I'd love to box them. And if it was down to someone who's a bit of a rivalry, like someone who sort of gets on my nerves a bit, this one is a bit sad, but Lawrence McKenna, it's really sad because I used to think he was like the coolest bloke ever. But in recent times, he's just become a bit too big for his boots, especially when he took the mick out of that charity football game and kept being like, who? I know he's done shit years ago, but it was more in good taste and more funny now. And he just seems like his head's just got really big. And I guess this can happen with success. But if I wanted like a rivalry, cheeky rivalry, I don't really dislike the bloke. I'm just saying it'd be cool to have, a bit of a rivalry in a boxing match. But obviously, we're talking about who I want to hurt, James Charles or EDP, or anyone who's done evil stuff on YouTube.
I don't even know who that geezer is that you was on about.
You don't know Lawrence McKenna? He's True Geordie's mate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the tall guy, skinny,
Does he go on the podcast with him sometimes?
He's on quite a few of them, and he's on all the streams. He really knows his stuff. He's he's a next level intelligent guy, and he has really spicy takes on football, and he does his best with boxing there. But I just feel like in recent years he's got a bit too big for his boots. But I haven't watched a lot of True Geordie, so maybe he's become a bit more humble again. I don't know. But watch Jack Mate's video about what Lawrence was saying. It was really out of order. Show Billy Irish pictures. You've always send them to me. But yeah, that's who I'd want to box. So, anyway. So, who's your favourite artist and why?
Oh, sometimes it changes, Okay, so at the minute, my favourite artists are
Cardi B. Well, that's the end of the podcast, everyone. Hope you enjoyed
Cardi B, Now, Zilla Cami, who I was telling you about, City Morgan, they're hard. I really like listening to them in a minute. In the UK, I gotta say, Millions. He's from Birmingham. MollyBoy, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I listen to a load of different things. I can't really think of the top of my head.
No, fair enough then. I'd say
Bryson Tiller.
Oh, who? Sorry,
Bryson Tiller. He does like R&B.
Well, I'll tell you mine. Mine are very mainstream. Oasis, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Sex Pistols are absolutely hilarious. Johnny Rotten's an absolute legend. Quite a bit of Green Day. Who else have we got?
Listen to Arctic Monkeys?
Prince, Arctic Monkeys. They're not my favourite, but yeah, I do listen to them. They're very good. But yeah, they're the main
like
five.
Linkin Park.
Yeah, they're great. I haven't listened to them in recent times, but they're pretty top class. What did you think of their later stuff then? What did you think of like their that album in 2013 and all that jazz?
I only really like Hybrid Theory and Meteora. I feel like after that, I wasn't really that much of a fan.
Is the other album the one with like What I've Done on and New Divide and all that jazz?
Yeah. I feel like that's all too mainstream for me.
Fair enough.
So I just prefer the older stuff.
Yeah. I know this is a weird one, but what's the? Oh no, this is a bit. I know favorite YouTubers. That's all.
Go on.
What the shit one?
Favorite YouTubers.
The shit one was going to be worst meal eating because I had a really funny story for that I wanted to get out there.
Worst meal that I've eaten? I don't even know.
Fair enough. It was one that I just rant off my chest on the podcast.
Go on.
I'll tell you then. So basically, right, there was this meal at this pub and it was hyped up to be decent. Mixed grill at this pub. And I ordered it, and it was a fairly cheap one. But the egg was like crispy and like a colour it shouldn't have been. The sausage was like, okay, I guess. The chips were a bit weird. The steak was like fucking cardboard, and I was like, what the hell is this? Disgrace.
What
Never went.
Was you at?
I can't say. I don't want to say.
Was it like
it isn't one in my
it-
town. It's not with the spoons.
Was it like
With
a
the
Hungry
spoon-
Horse or something?
No.
Oh.
It's I'll tell you after the podcast. You wouldn't know it. Trust me. It's not near you. It's a town not too like a bit away from Wolvo. So, but I was surprised how bad it was. But all right then. So my favourite at the moment are the Last Shadow puppets. Do you know them, Deck?
No.
James kept messages. Check chat. Alex Turner was in. Oh, I don't know why I'm laughing. No. It's because I know. No, I'm not going to say. It's just there's this person with a very similar name who was a bit bizarre, who I knew, who me and Aaron knew. But Last Shadow puppets. Maybe he's changed. People grow up from school, but this guy was some very Carl Pilkington-esque stories. But I can't tell them because you might be able to guess what his name is. It might rhyme with this. It might be. But as well as Arctic Monkeys.
I had a waffle and it turned blue.
Well done, George. But yeah, do you know The Last Shadow then, Deck?
Nope.
Okay, fair enough then.
No
So
idea.
before favourite YouTubers, what's the worst meal you've eaten then? Or do you not know, as you said before?
I wouldn't even, you know what? I don't give a shit that much about food. I'll eat food. Oh, no, actually, yeah. So basically, this one night I wasn't working. I had a day off. My partner was at work. So I was like, you know what? I can't be able to order food. And there's a little like pizza place down literally right by my flat. I couldn't be asked to walk, so I just had it delivered. I know it sounds stupid. It would have took up 5 minutes, but fuck it. So I ordered it. I should have gone down there because it would have been better. Instead of knocking on my door to drop it off, he rang me and he said, I'm going to be round the corner in a minute. Can you grab it out the window of the van as I drive past? So I had to stand outside. Yeah. So I stood outside. He passed it through the window. I ran upstairs. I didn't want much. I ordered like these chicken things and then 2 boxes of chips. It was disgusting. It was so overcooked. It was either cooked twice or it was overcooked. I couldn't eat it.
Disgrace.
It was
Well,
bad.
don't go back there again. They don't have business.
It's a shame though, because
especially when that's.
right
I mean, rush grab it while I'm holding it out the window. It's like, well, they deliver it to the room, you tit.
It's like I waited an hour for it, and then it was shit.
I can't believe him, but that is bad service when you ask for it to be delivered, and I'm assuming you pay. James messages. George, I
pay for a delivery fee. I pay for a delivery fee, and it basically just gets thrown out the window.
Fucking have it. I mean, it's just like disgrace, man. Absolute disgrace. But I suppose otherwise, well, I suppose they'd run up and be a bit pissed off, wouldn't they? Or they wouldn't even give it you. So, but that is bad service. I do what the customer
It was
wanted.
shit. I didn't even. I'm not ordering from it again. No way.
Yeah, that is next level fair, lad. Favorite YouTubers then? Boom. Let's go.
So the YouTubers I'm watching at the minute are KSI. I like watching Sidemen. Sidemen reacts. I watch. He blocked somebody for 5 minutes. I watch Matt Armstrong. He does he buys cars that are like written off, and then he fixes them up, and then he raffles them off. So we had like loads of BMWs and stuff. He's quite good. I watched him because I got my car, and then he was doing up the car that I've got, and then he just got bigger and bigger from there. So I watch him. Yeah, I watch random shit. Like I watch just random gaming videos and stuff. I don't really know who makes them. I just watch whatever's on.
Yeah. No, sorry, Haykill. Maybe another time.
Nah, go on, enjoy.
All right. You guys can chat about music, I guess. All right then. Invite. How is George still messaging? I've blocked him.
I was gonna say, who's that?
Has he got multiple accounts with the same name? He's still there. Oh no. Okay, he's not typing anything. He just wouldn't get rid of the messages. All right then, Haykill. At the request of the guest, I'll let you in, lad. To be fair, I owe Haykill $1 million because he makes thumbnails and doesn't ask for anything in return. So I might as well let the lad. All right then.
Let's talk about the music videos and stuff as well.
Actually, we might as well react to them for a laugh. I don't mind trying to go on for ages with this one, to be fair. especially as it's Saturday. So let's talk about your music videos and let's get them up and react to them. And we can get Haykill's spicy take because he's very knowledgeable with music production and shit. So I'll get your music videos up then, the two that you did, MollyBoy. I've got a couple more questions after, but we'll react to the two videos if you've got anything you want to say about them.
I want to talk about a situation, but then at the same time, I don't know what's the
Your
point of bringing it
choice.
up.
Your choice. I mean, you're taking your own risk if you want to talk about it. I personally wouldn't bring up real. As long as you don't mention names, I suppose it ain't a biggie.
I'm completely in the right, so, but I'll just.
I think I know what you're going to talk about. As long as you don't mention that. Hold on, we need to listen to this. Oh no. Sitting on my phone, sitting all alone on my phone.
Is he going to lag though?
Let's just watch a bit of it. Hello, hi,
Here
Kill.
we come. Callum's called out.
Callum's called.
Wow.
This brings a tear to my eye. I cried so much.
What is this shit, man?
Look at how happy he is.
I can't do anything, you know.
The picture is so beautiful. Nature. The waterfall going. Yes. Go on, sorry, I'll stop. To be fair, obviously it's a parody of that California song, so, which all of his things are parodies, most of them. But decent for him, as I say. But how's it going? How you kill, man?
Right.
Oh, good shit. But yeah, so here we have the first shot is Birmingham. Very nice drone shot. You've got the train station there. I don't know a lot about all the buildings, so is there any iconic buildings or anything, Deck? Anything you want to say about this shot?
I did that drone shot.
Yeah. You have a drone, so I assume that.
Say again.
Still good that you did it yourself. Oh, I just said, is there anything iconic?
That shot was actually me controlling the drone because I didn't want anyone using the drone and breaking it, so I just did it myself.
Yeah, very expensive equipment. A beautiful shot.
But this was just in some little random car park.
Yeah. Awesome fading right there. And it goes down as well. Lolly. Very good. Why did you choose to do it with these lines? Is that how a lot of rappers do their music videos?
What do you mean with white lines?
You know, like it's like this, like there's black lines there, and there.
It just looks cinematic, doesn't it? It's like it weren't my idea, but yeah, I do prefer it with the lines.
Fair enough. Loads of cars in the background. You got that's your cousin in it.
Yes, it's really loud for me. I can't.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, it's not my cousin. That's my mate.
If it keeps lagging, shall I just keep it muted then? Talk about the shots or?
Fine. It's the video that just lags really bad.
Oh shit! Okay.
Mhm.
Oh well. Shots sitting on the car. The camera operator for this is class. They do a sick AF job.
It's a shame. It is a shame about the situation, but
to be fair,
it's one of them things where it's like I thought that they were doing it because we were going to help each other out, but in the end, it was just to do with money. So it was just like,
Yeah. Sad days. This is awesome. This was done very well.
Oh well.
My favourite shot of the whole thing.
The car shot.
Yeah. Trying to think what would be an improvement. I don't know, like maybe this shot looks a bit gimmicky when you're walking by the this sign.
Sorry. I wish I never wore the mask then, you know.
Yeah, you should have kept. I feel like this would have, if you'd had this on, it would have been better for consistency.
I feel like the mask cringes me out a little bit now, to the point where I would remove the video. Mm-hmm.
It's a bit weird that you got this other geezer for no reason. Just this geezer standing.
He's the one. He's the one that was doing the the recording.
The genius behind everything. Well, behind the cinematography. This is cool on a car park. There we go. Mask lads, a bit of a cool shit there.
You know what though? You know my other music video. To me, my other one is my favourite one because I done it. You know what I mean? And it's like it's basic, and you can tell there's no production like value. It like £0 production value and shit.
It is really practical.
I feel like it keeps it authentic.
Don't really a lot more to talk about. Who's this guy? Just randomly sitting around the car.
I know.
Here we go.
It was a really good day, to be fair.
Yeah. Cheeky moves.
Wow.
I mean, it is quite badass with all the cars and graffiti. Yep, another. I just love the car shots, man. I just love the car shots.
That's my car, the blue one.
Yeah. Awesome. Wait, who's this guy?
That's Joven. That's a disco time geezer.
Oh, yeah, about to ask. I was about to guess if it's him. That's really cool.
Yeah. Although you'd have thought that he'd have tried to help promote it, being as he is in it.
Who's this guy driving off? He's had enough. That guy's had enough.
Ah, that's Craig.
He had enough. He just fucked off.
These jokes. Look at him.
And here we go. Walking off into the sunset.
And me walking at the end.
Very cool. Middle of the road. And then that geezer who drove off just runs you over.
Imagine they got flying.
Right, do you want to watch a bit of the other one then?
Can do.
Oh, yes. Sick. This trailer was actually really cool.
Oh, the album one.
That was another practical one. Where's the other one then when you're in the car? Oh, this one. Here we go.
No Smoke, it's called.
Yeah, this one looks a bit weird how it's stretched out. It looks a bit like it used to that you find on Road Wars. Now that I think about it.
I love the intro to this when my cousin gets in the car.
Why that thing get up so badly? I was in the back road with my baddies. If my gang was in the car, they would have thought
It is mad practical, to be fair. As I said before.
It took so long that day, did, because it was literally just putting the song on, recording, just driving up and down everywhere.
How far
so many times.
If you had to guess.
Say again.
How many miles or how long did you drive for? If you had to guess.
We drove from West Brom to Clent Hills, then we drove around Clent, back down towards West Brom area, then to this random car park, and in the end it was like, what else can we do? So we just used the footage that we had.
Yeah. I think much else to talk about really with this one, to be fair.
This song as well wasn't supposed to come out. This was something I just made and I just kept to myself. But then one time I kind of was like having writer's block and I couldn't think of nothing, so I just put it out there.
Fair enough. But obviously you're in South Devon now. Do you reckon you'll be able to pull off any videos at all? And obviously there's not. Usually the big boys are in, Birmingham, London, Liverpool, Manchester, Newcastle, maybe a bit in Brighton.
Down here, I don't know. I don't really know anybody that does that sort of stuff. So it's hard.
So do you think you'd have to like do really well with audios, and then someone wants to make a music video out of it, you just go?
Mm-hmm. I was going to ask you actually, because I remember last year you said that you'd record a music video. Would you still do them?
What if I came down to Devon?
Or like in general, would you record one?
Not in general, no. But if I came to Devon and I like, because to be fair, I do go there. Well, near where you are, once a week, once a year, for a whole week, once a year. So I mean, if you wanted to record something, I wouldn't mind. So, but if you got any ideas,
I found this place yesterday. I went there when I was a kid, probably like 12 years ago, and it was fine. But I went back there and it was completely abandoned. And it's like some beach by Babacombe. And we walked down it. There was all signs saying that you weren't allowed to walk down it, whatever. And because of landslides, the whole floor was just like completely up in the air. Well, not in the air, but you know what I mean, like crumbled. But we got there. It was amazing. Probably the best beach I've seen.
Right, how far away from Babacombe is this?
Right next to it.
A beach right next to it, which you're not.
I think if you stand on, well, Babacombe Beach is actually called Oddcombe Beach or something like that. But if you stand there and you look to the left, you can see the cliffs. And I didn't realise if you actually go round, there's a beach there, but you can't walk there because of the landslides and stuff that have happened, like the erosion.
Well, you're not thinking
That's
of
why
recording
we went this other way. No, I was just saying, it's just a nice spot.
Yeah. I would have said no to that, man. I don't want to risk dropping the camera or fucking falling and dying.
It was a nice spot, to be fair. The water there was amazing. It was crystal clear.
Damn. Weird, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you wanted to record some shit, sure, I'm game. But I have to see.
Yeah, I'd love to,
man.
I'd like to get a video for one of my new songs on my album because I feel like music videos do so much better than audios, which they do.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean that Lolly got like 3,000 views, didn't it? So
the audio doesn't even have that much.
Maybe what we could do: film some of it in your flat, film some of it at the beach, and maybe film bits like around your area or areas that you have in mind. I wouldn't mind.
The thing is, I like to keep it like with my music videos. I wanted to keep it authentic and it's like where I'm from, and because I'm kind of proud to be from like this shit areas of Birmingham. So we couldn't, if we did a music video here, it's too nice. Do you know what I mean? It's rough. So I don't know what we'd do unless it was like a summer tune and then it's like really hot weather and you could be by the beach and stuff. Then it'd be different.
Yeah. But anyway, next question: favorite films, man. Favorite films.
Stand By Me.
Never watched that.
Scarface. Stand By Me is good. Scarface. Goodfellas.
Yes.
I'm into like all the gangster stuff. I love it. Some of my favourite films. I like Legend. I wouldn't say it's my favourite though.
Isn't that the one with Will Smith and all the zombies?
Nah, it's I Am Legend.
Oh, okay. What's
that? That's just the Crave film with Tom Hardy in it.
Yeah.
That's really
good. Sick film that is. I came here for a fucking shootout.
I love that.
Yeah.
Proper shootouts and proper men.
I remember you and
Colonel Custer, like Geronimo.
I remember you and M referencing it all the time now, to be fair.
Oh shit, yeah, because it came out when we was at college. Yeah. You muted again.
Isn't Chaz Palmentarian? I swear he gets killed or something. You know, Chaz, the really tall guy, he looks a bit like me.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Classic clip. I'll show you what he looks like. Hold on. He's been in A Bronx Tale and
I like that film as well, A Bronx Tale.
Yeah.
I know who you're on about. Yeah, I know who you're on about. He's the geezer that dies, isn't it, in A Bronx Tale?
Yeah, it was really sad as well. He was like, Sonny, come over here, man. And then he's like, no. And then he gets shot in the head. That was very sad. But I mean, he deserved it. He was an evil guy, wasn't he? So, well, not proper evil, but like pretty bad, killing people. You know.
I feel like when you think of gangster films, they're all the same actors, like Joe Pesci and Robert De Niro, Al Pacino.
A bit.
Yeah.
But Al Pacino hasn't been in barrels and barrels of gang. Well, he was in the Godfather trilogy and Carlito's Way and Scarface. Has he been in many other? What's that one? That really Irishman. He was in that.
I was just.
But he wasn't a gangster in that. He was what's his name? Hopper.
Some old bloke, in it.
Yeah,
because he went to prison.
Yeah, Jimmy Hopper, isn't it, or something? Can't remember.
I like this scene when he's in prison and that geezer from This Is England. He's on about the ice cream and he smashed it like across the table.
Can't remember that bit, sadly. It's quite a long film.
It is like a 3-hour film.
Trying to see what other gangster films has he been in. Thingies with people like, he was in Heat. That was a crime film. Serpico, he was a cop. Donnie Brasco, that was absolutely class. I absolutely love that film. Have you ever seen it?
Donnie Brasco?
Yeah.
I think so.
I thought it was just boring,
absolutely class. What? It was absolutely class, man. Johnny Depp being undercover the whole film. I was so intrigued by the whole thing. I wanted to see what that... Because it was based on a true story.
A sick film with Johnny Depp. And he's a gangster. Oh, it's like recent. It's like within the last... It's like 2015.
Oh, recent?
2016. Shit, what is that film called? And he gets ratted out.
I'll try and look it up. Hold on. What, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Fantastic Beasts?
Black Mass.
Black Mass? Oh, okay.
That's a really good film.
I'll look it up in a sec.
Have you ever watched Blow?
No.
That's a good film as well.
What's that film of Fear and Loathing in... I can't see the rest of the title, where he's like, his face is... Oh, this was 2015. Even a bit of a naff rating, but I mean, maybe it's a good laugh.
I liked it.
Oh, that guy from Breaking Bad's in it, Jesse Plemons.
Mm-hmm.
However I say his name. You ever watch Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Bro, have you seen the El Camino then?
The film, like afterwards?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's so weird seeing Todd being fat in it. I was so like, I know it can't be helped because it's years later, but like, he was the only one who really looked out the ordinary by being fat. I know it can't be helped. You're not going to wait around to look like you did before to be in a film, but like, it just was really weird.
What happens in that. I only watched it once.
Basically, what happened was it takes place straight after Jesse escapes, and it's just him out running the cops. He goes to Badgers and Skinny Peas, and then they chat away a bit, and then they say goodbye. He drives off. Then he goes to this place him and Todd used to go to. Oh, Todd's old flat or apartment where all his money was. And what happened was he tried to find the money. Then these two cops come in and they have a bit of a scuffle. Then Jesse gets the money. Because do you remember the guy at the end of the film? I mean, at the end of Breaking Bad, who gets Walter White away to Alaska? Old man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in it. And he's like...
Isn't he dead, though?
Yeah, he died after the film, sadly.
Yeah.
But he was like, or before it came out, I can't remember. But he was like, all right, you need an extra $2,000 for me to do this. He's like, come on, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, no, that's what we will agree upon. And he's like, okay, then. And then Jesse goes to the cops' place, to the fake cops, and then they have a throwdown, and he gets the money back. He gets what he needs, and he starts a new life. But the thing is, he's more alone now than ever, because in series 3 when he gets beat up, he's like, I am more alone than I've ever been in my life as soon as I hooked up with the great Heisenberg.
Yeah.
So now that he's going into the unknown.
A part that was mad with Breaking Bad. Do you remember that? I can't remember what her name was, but Jesse met that girl and she died.
Yeah, that was really shocking, wasn't it?
Yeah, and he left her to die.
Just stood there and he was like...
Yeah, man.
And he just chooses not to save her. And that was when, originally I was with Walt all the way until the end. I don't know why. I just felt bad for the guy. I thought, yes, come on, Walt. But on my when I went through it again, I thought, man, I'm not on this guy's side after he lets that girl die. Like, after he lets Jane die, I thought, like, thing is, as well, but I was rooting for him up until that point when I really deeply thought about it. But he's such a smart, interesting character. How he changes from like series 1 to being the nicest guy ever to like them being the drug pimp lord who can just never back down from the littlest, pettiest things. Crazy, biggest ego going. Have you watched Game of Thrones?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
No, it's not. It's class. But the thing is, right, there's 2 character arcs that are built up for 8 series. And basically, all the development that 2 characters go through, right at the very end, it just gets thrown under the bus. And you're like, what was the point of all those seasons for 2 characters?
I think I remember somebody saying that the ending was shit.
Yeah. And someone who watched it said, oh, it wasn't that bad. They were trying to shock people. And then I tried to look at it from 2 angles. And I thought to myself, you can look at it from the angle of real people don't change. But from what I say to that, is real people change because of things that happen to them. That's the way I see it. And also, it's a TV show. It's not real life. So even if that were true, say if real people never change at all, which they do when things happen to them, for better or worse, whatever. It's like, it's a show. So why go back? Why reverse on a character arc that you've been trying to build up for ages? Like, imagine if Walter White had done all this stuff for the whole series, and then last second he said, "Oh, I'm like I was in season 1 again." Oh, hello, Skylar. You know,
Well,
like you think
he does all that, and then he just wakes up.
No, well, it's not that level, but it's sort of like, imagine if he just suddenly acted like he did in series 1. You'd be like, well, what? Or if Jesse was exactly like he was in series 1, or if Hank was exactly, you'd think, what the hell was the point of any of that?
Yeah.
What? You know, it isn't a shock. A shock is subverting our expectations in a good way. That subverts expectations in an absolutely, utterly bollocks way. That's just rubbish, man.
To be fair, I've never even watched Breaking Bad.
You should watch it, Hey Kill, man. You really should watch it.
It is good.
It's well worth a watch. At the end of every episode, you sort of like, I get why people wouldn't like Game of Thrones. Yeah, I get why you wouldn't like Game of Thrones because it's so many different stories that you have to keep up with, which might, you know, throw you off a bit. But with Breaking Bad, like there are different stories. It's not like a million different stories. It's just like one big story and maybe a couple others. It's sort of like, or 2 big stories and a few others here and there. Have you ever watched Sopranos? That was what I was going to ask as well.
No, I don't think I have, you know.
You should watch that, man. That's class.
Yeah. I've heard of it.
It's like the first TV show ever to like make you root for the bad guy. Because in 1999, there was no TV show which made you root for a bad guy. But basically, it's a gangster show. And the first thing that it starts off with is a guy over the whole mob, like his gang in the mob, his mob family, over the whole thing going to therapy and complaining about his problems. I mean, can you believe that? It's not realistic because in the mafia, you get shot if you went to therapy. They'd think he's going to tell the therapist something. We need to kill him.
Yeah.
So that it subverts expectations straight away in a good way.
Talking about Mafia, I know I'm going on to video games now, but I caught Mafia 2 yesterday, right? And I've played Mafia 2 for ages. I had it when I was like 10, but
yeah,
I got to this one mission, and I didn't realize. I literally realized yesterday the mission I got to was the second to last mission of the game, and I just stopped playing it. Anyway, I got to the end, and have you ever played it?
No, sir.
And you're going to play it?
I've completed it.
Oh, sick.
Do you think you'll ever play it?
I don't care if it's spoiled. Probably not. I really don't care. I've got all of the games planned to play.
Throughout the whole of Mafia 2, Vito's got a friend called Joe, and they're proper tight. And then on the last mission,
it looks
like Joe's. Now it looks like Joe's going to backstab him, but then he doesn't. And then like he does this thing to clear his name. And at the end, they're both leaving, but this old man says, Joe gets in a separate car, and Vito, you come with me.
Yeah, and
he's like, all right, then whatever. Yeah, and then at the end,
there's been this thing in like the third Mafia where there's been a scene at the very end of the game, and then like one of the person, like I think it's like a bodyguard or something, who looks identical to Joe, like later on, but like way much older, just a bit fatter.
It's a shame because like.
So what happens then? Joe drives off with him then and kills him?
Basically what happens is Vito's at the car in front with this old man, Leo Galante, whatever his name is, like some mafia lord, whatever. And then Joe's in the car behind, and they drive a different way. And then Vito's like, oh, where are they going with Joe? And then Leo's like, Joe was never in the deal. So then they just killed Joe off. But like, they
and
were
that's who
best
you play as
friends.
for the whole game?
No, you play as Vito, Joe's best friend.
Oh, so that was like a proper sad ending.
It just shocks you at the end because what happened was there was 3 people, Henry, Vito, and Joe. They end up doing some business. It starts a war between the Chinese and the Italian mafia.
Mhm.
And then Henry gets
cleaved.
Yeah, in like broad daylight in a park. And then obviously they want Vito and Joe dead then. But because Vito helped this old man, Leo Galante, if he decides to help Vito, but then he doesn't, he says, yeah, the offer was for you to be saved, but not for Joe, basically. So they killed Joe off.
That's sad, isn't it?
It is mad. And I always say like Mafia 1 is probably like hands down my favourite game. The
of all
the
time?
remastered version. Yeah. The story and that's just mad.
Fair
and then
play.
I played Mafia 2 and I was like, shit, that's probably second best. So now I'm going to play Mafia 3 started tomorrow.
Fair play.
They are good games though.
I don't know, with Mafia 3, it's not really a Mafia game if you think about it.
Yeah, that's what I felt like because I downloaded it for, a couple of years ago on PlayStation Plus and I played it for like 10 minutes and I turned it off. I just feel like it wasn't the same as 1 and 2.
To be fair, it's mad difficult for games to make a proper good trilogy. Mad difficult.
It goes from the Italian Mafia though, and then you play as some black guy in the 60s who's not part of the Italian Mafia at all.
So, wait, so the first 2 had similar stories, then the third one goes totally off the...
The first 2
rail.
kind of link because in number 2, you have to kill the main character from number 1 in a mission. But then, like, number 3 is not Italian Mafia, I don't think. So.
Okay. What did you ever play Red Dead 2 out of interest?
Yeah.
What do you think of that story?
I can't really remember the story because I played it in 2018, but I think the game overall is amazing. The graphics are just mad.
And how you can interact with every single character and make different choices and have different responses from about 1 million different characters.
I like playing Red Dead Online.
Different endings in that one, which is like pretty metal.
Yeah. What did you think when Arthur died at the end?
What, me?
Well, both of yous.
I can't really remember. I was probably a bit gutted.
Yeah. What happened was everything threw down, shit hit the fan, and you have a choice to help John Marston escape or go for the money. Both of them end up with a fight with Micah, and you have a fight with Micah, and then it sort of ends up being a bit of a stalemate, and then Arthur coughs loads, and then Dutch comes in, and Arthur's like, I gave you everything I had. And Dutch just
that ending where, like, when Arthur's, like, reaching out to the gun to shoot Micah, I don't know, he sees just a foot, like, step on his hand, and then the camera pans up and it's Dutch. And then I was like, oh, you bastard.
Yeah.
I can't even remember it, you know. I wonder if I even finished it. I know I played a lot of it. I can't remember if I completed it or not.
I was going to say that Dutch is a mad interesting character, man. He really is interesting. Like, the thing is, do you think he was a bullshit the whole time, or do you think because Hosea died, he went mental? Or
I don't know. I really can't remember.
Yeah, because at the start of the game, you had this big plan, and like he knew what was going to happen. Like he had it all on his mind, and then, like, as you carry on progressing through the chapters in the stories, he just starts to act a bit weird and dead strange.
Yeah.
And then like there's one mission at the very start of the mission, and he's like playing a game of chess in his head, looking at the sky. But then if you speak to him, like, ask God, what are you doing? It's like, oh, I'm figuring it all out. I'm putting the pieces together. And then he starts getting dead weird, and then he gets to the mission where, like, Arthur's like, he gets like there's this mission where, like, shit hits the fan, and then, like, one, like, bodyguard, whatever, shoots this, like, vent, or, like, this, like, pipe, loads of, like, steam goes in Arthur's face, and he falls over, and he's about to get killed. And then Dutch just runs off, and then there's like an Indian guy that saves Arthur, but he ends up getting shot. And then Dutch just he literally leaves John Marston to die, which he ended.
Oh yeah, that was sad. That was so sad, wasn't it? You left me. That was really,
yeah,
really sad.
Just just what's the point? Like to be fair, story wise, the game's it's a good 9 out of 10, I think.
I think it's a 10. It does suffer slightly from the syndrome of go here, do this, go here, go there, do this.
Oh yeah, oh my, I hate that.
I think that's what bored me, to be fair.
But that's a given with any free roam game, pretty much for the most part. But to be honest, I feel like Dutch was a bullshitter the whole fucking time. I feel like he was stringing everyone on, and I want to believe that because that makes him an even better character. Like he was just tricking everyone the whole time. Like that's hilarious. So,
and then in the first one, the first Red Dead, he's just mental.
He's a nutter. Yeah, he's a lunatic.
Yeah.
Straight away, just like him and John meet, and he's like, "Oh, hello," and he's like, "He married her. Ooh, yeah, we all had Abigail." And then he's like, "Oh, you can have this woman, John," and then he just legs it. He's just a nutter. Absolute lunatic. I'm surprised he still managed to get so many people behind him, because didn't he get a bunch of tribal people behind him in the first Red Dead when you have to storm that place he's hiding?
Yeah, in the snow with a little.
You go with the army.
Yo, I'll be 2 minutes.
Yeah, sound man. And then he throws himself off a cliff, and then that's the end. Sad days. Rip Dutch. Maybe he's doing that. I don't know. Well, there's 4 people watching. How's it going? 4 people watching. I'll finally get up George's. Actually, no. You know what, George? I'll finally look at your messages, lad. Let's have a look. All right, then. This is going to be irritating.
Yeah, my profile picture's still this from the last.
I knew this is what it would be, George. I knew this is what it would be. What a load of rubbish. 1 out of 10. Absolute crap. Well,
Lefty,
let's look up the
Lefty. We
hey,
are
Kill,
far right.
Don't. Well, at least you didn't take it as far as George. Even though he said the same thing, but he said it with more energy. Sadly.
No, but the funny part was just when you kicked him out at the end, and then all you hear is,
yeah. No! Oh, man. Oh, yeah. AJ versus Usyk. So, I don't know the results yet, but I predicted it on my casual combat talk. Usyk late stoppage because Joshua's not going to know what to do. AJ versus Usyk. Has it started yet?
Joshua's on a bit of a wobble.
Well, look, the problem is with him, right? In the Pulev fight, he does this. He's done this in the past where he wins for 4 rounds and then he just chills out for 3 rounds or 4 rounds, and in the final 4 he picks it up. Sometimes he does go for early finishes. Don't get me wrong. Well, he's done that in the past. So I feel like he's not going to know what to do against Usyk, because if he tries to outbox him, then he's going to lose. He's got a chance of being able to knock him out, but I'm not being funny. Like, Usyk is so amazing at angling off. He lands combos and angles and lands combos and angles, and he blocks punches so well. And Joshua does not throw well to the body. And if he gets too close to throw at the body, he could easily get, hurt by the smaller man in the pocket. Usyk's really good in the pocket and landing combos, as I say. Just amazing at angling off. That's how the Ukrainian boxers are just sick at that. They'll hit you with a combo, get round, hit you with another combo, get round, and then they're behind you. You're like, what the hell's going on? So, just talking about the AJ versus Usyk fight, but obviously you're not that bothered about boxing, are you? Do you think you'd ever, if you was going to watch a sport, what would it be, man?
I don't know. I ain't really into sports.
Ah, fair enough then. Fair enough.
At the moment with me, it's UFC.
Are you actually watching it though?
Yeah.
What's the most recent thing you watched then?
The most recent thing I've watched, Darren Till versus what's his name?
Brunson.
What's his name?
Derek Brunson. Derek Brunson.
Yeah.
Derek Brunson. Derek Brunson. Derek Brunson. Hi, Kill.
What?
So you watched that fight. What did you think then? Are you going to watch the one tonight? Or record it?
I don't know really. It's just that fight with Darren Till. Darren Till was getting battered, even though I wanted Darren Till to win. He's had a bit of a rock when he got his downfall started to go when he just got slapped by Masvidal. And then
Yeah.
he's lost his past few fights, but like they've all been close. Like they've all been close. Like they've all been like, they've gone to like the full length, like the full rounds and that. It's just right. I don't know with that Brunson fight. He was getting battered the whole game, and then like towards the end, he rocked him a bit, and then I don't know, like he got a bit cocky, and then he just got submitted, didn't he? So.
Yeah, well, the thing is, in that fight, right, what happened was Till basically all Till does, especially against southpaws, jab, cross, leg kick. That's literally it. And the reason why it works to a degree is because of his speed. He's got absolutely insane speed. But Brunson, pretty much all Brunson is though, humongous, massive left hand, and like wrestling. That's basically those are his main like best weapons.
Honestly, I think the
Middleweight division's too much for him. I think he should go back down.
To welterweight, maybe, yeah. The bad echo, should I join the stream? The bad echo is from Haykill, but I don't know if there's anything that can be done about it.
Oh, the bad echo's from me. How dare? Hang on, wait. I think it's because I turned echo cancellation off. Wait there.
Right. So, I was going to talk about the rest of the Till fight quickly. Big left hand, and then Till dropped his. Well, Till thought the big left hand was coming, so he put his hands up, or he leaned back. Can't remember, and then just got taken down. Oh no, he put his hands up, so he got taken down. And as you said, he got excited later on in the fight, started going mad. Then Brunson took him down. Pass guard mounted him, hit him a few times. Then Till turned over. Then he got the rear naked in, and then that's that. So game over.
Wait, am I too loud or do you want me to just thing down?
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Right, because it said like mic volume. I just so.
Yeah. But I'm going to talk about the final topic in a second. But hey, Kill, is there anything you want to mention about UFC again, or?
UFC. I don't know. I've been like, I've just been going on YouTube and I've been watching quite like Israel Adesanya stuff. Like some of the mad shit he's been. They've like, I don't know. He has a dead like cross with his jab. He has a dead weird like cross, and like, the main reason why it's called the last stylebender is because how weird he knocks people out. He knocks people out like a straight, but he positions it dead weirdly. He's on a dead weird angle. He just puts his arm, so it just hits him, and then just a clean knockout all the time. And he's sick. Apparently, he just does. Like he does black magic before, which is a bit of like.
Well, I've never heard about that black magic stuff, but pretty much with him.
He's there's been a few videos of him like riding hyenas. Like he put like a saddle on hyenas. He's been riding them like full wild hyenas, and he's just been taming them.
What the hell? I don't even know what to say.
I know he's not right.
But anyway, with Izzy, what he does, he mixes it up great. He doesn't discriminate when he fights. He goes to the head, body, and legs. He's good at coming forward, coming backwards. Great angles. Throws all sorts of strikes. Great counter puncher. Great offensively. Good boxing. Amazing kicks. Utter beast. Decent takedown defense. Pretty great clinch game too. So yeah, beast.
That fight he did with against Anderson Silva was mental. Absolutely.
Yeah. Silva just had such balls against him, putting his hands down against like the best striker in MMA currently.
Like at the end when they both prayed together, that was just
very cool. Alex Pereira, who flawed he's coming to MMA, coming to the UFC, which should be, I don't think he'll get that far. Well, I think he'll do well against stand-up people, but I feel like Izzy will be able to beat him, to be honest. Izzy beat him in the one fight they had, but the second fight, Izzy came forward and was really trying to go for it and then got floored eventually. So, but the first fight, they gave it to Pereira because Pereira came forward more, even though Izzy landed way more strikes. But yeah, so final topic. Do you guys believe in karma, or do you think it's a bag of arse? Bloody hell.
Yeah, I feel like that as well, to be fair.
You feel it's a bag of arse? Just like, why, like, no evidence or anything?
Because
there's no such thing as luck and there's no karma, right?
I feel like everything is just a coincidence.
Yeah.
True. Well, I'll tell you something. There's been a lot of people who've done bad shit and then bad shit's happened to them. But obviously that's nothing to go off of. I think it's just down to personal experience. Personally, what I think, right, good and bad shit happens to everyone, but the bad people usually react really bad to it and can't, and really struggle to deal with it and can't appreciate shit. So that's why it might appear like that. While the good people, not always, because it's difficult, it depends on the severity of the thing that happens, but they can usually try and be like thankful for the other stuff and not
Good
get too
people
bogged
have
down.
more of a positive mindset.
Yeah, that's what I think it comes down to. It's just wide in our nature. I think there is a bit of karma though, but personally, well, I personally believe that there is karma. I'm not particularly bothered. Like, I don't like if it's someone who I don't like. I just think I don't really care what happens to them. They can be a
I wouldn't
billionaire.
necessarily say like karma's a thing. Like, I mean, karma is a thing, but like I wouldn't say. Where am I trying to go with this? So basically, say I robbed you, right, and then something bad happened to me and then I don't think that the bad thing happened to me because I robbed you. I think it was just because like something bad happened to me. It's just a coincidence that I did something bad. So that's just karma to me. I don't think it's actually like, I don't think there's somebody there going, right, you did this and then this is going to happen to you.
Yeah. I think there is a bit of that, personally.
It's not an actual like physical thing. It's just something that people have made up. They name it up like karma. That's what karma is. I don't believe in luck, but in this case, it's literally luck. It's a coincidence. Yeah. It's just like a thing. Pulled it. This was like a name, like a series of events that happened to you after that, which is literally a coincidence. Definitely like karma. You could have like killed them, and then later on the summons come back to kill you. And that's planned actual. I personally don't think anyway.
That's fair.
And the thing is, like, people do bad things. Obviously, people do different things that are bad. So obviously, like, the severity is different. But like, so technically, you're always going to be getting karma because like, if something bad happens to you, you're going to be like, what's the karma from this for? Then is it because I don't know, I didn't hold the door open for an old lady or something? Do you know what I mean? Like, it just bad things happen all the time. I don't necessarily think that it's karma. It just happens.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Personally, I think the logical thing is what I said, like how usually good people have positive mindset and bad people don't. But I believe it a bit. But I mean, I'm not fussed if it exists or not. It's just sort of a leap of faith for me, I suppose. So,
yeah.
But I mean, there's some people, right? As I say, if there's someone I really dislike, I just don't really care. I think they can be a billionaire or they can be in the shitter if they want. I'm not bothered. But thing is, right? There's one dude said to me, "Oh, someone who bullied my uncle when they was young, they ended up homeless, and then another person killed himself." And I'm thinking, what sort of attitude is that? Like, you know, why do you care if they did that? I mean, like, people change. What if they changed and then got depressed and killed themselves? You know what I'm saying? Like, or what if they'd? I just don't think attitudes like that. Thinking, oh, it's good that something bad happened to someone, unless it's like a next level evil person.
And it's like they probably would have still ended up being homeless whether they bullied somebody or not.
That's a good point, yeah. But I think the best attitude to have is don't care. But like, I have actually know there was a really weird thing that happened. But I'm not going to go into it because it's to do with someone who said a load of horrible things on Xbox to someone else, and then they something bad happened to them. But I'm not going to go into that. But that was really like, damn, you know.
Was it Danny G?
No. But yeah, at the end of the day, for me, it's just a leap of faith. But what you guys say is more logical. That's the way I see it, anyway. But obviously, I think the first thing I said had logic about good people reacting to things better than bad people. So, but yeah, right then, we'll nicely end there. This one's been pretty great as well. Anything you guys want to say before I end the podcast?
Yeah, you want to get up the album? Go stream the album. Catch it on Spotify.
Right, yeah.
Just
Go and
search
download it.
this right here, and you'll see everything that comes up.
Hey, Killview. No, so this is you need to search this on search the deck. They need to search this on Spotify.
Callum Adams. Who the fuck's that?
You know. But oh yeah, hey Kill, are you gonna upload any new music soon, lad?
I don't know really. I don't know. Like with music wise, it's just me and my mates just got together and just like first it was a bit of banter, but like we're actually thinking of like what we sort of already have.
Mm-hmm. So you're actually going to get some shit out there soon, like maybe on Spotify or Amazon, or you're not first?
Yeah. Soon we just
Hey.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm sort of working on a video in the spare bedroom.
Yeah.
So whenever we want, we could just go in there and sort of like shit.
Fair dues, man. Well, I guess we can nicely end there. Cheers for watching, everyone. Have a good one. Laters.
Nice one.
Am I happy? No! I want more! Nah, see everyone later.
Why is my name Callum Adams?
Callum's Corner, man. Callum's Corner. Classic.